Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I haven't got my glasses on. Good evening. Welcome to
see nothing.
I know, right? I've also got makeup down me, but that's because I was literally just getting myself ready for this live. I've still got to put my earrings in. But good evening, everybody. I do hope you are well. Welcome to another Losers Club from Beyond Authentic. We are. I'm very pleased to be here tonight. Are you, Rufus?
Yeah.
I am.
So hopefully everybody's having a drink. So
oh yeah, hydrate yourself.
We're having a cup of coffee.
We've got a coffee and some of our healthy extra A for the milk.
Yep.
Oh, it's delicious. It's delicious. Sweeteners?
Yes.
Yes, we're using the pellet sweeteners because you don't have to sin those. Otherwise, you've got to sin it.
But the ones in Lidl are not the click ones.
No.
You twist the top round and...
It's a lot easier. If you've got mobility issues, that's actually a really good point, Rufus.
Because some of them, I'd be standing there ages going click, click, trying to get the...
Anyone that's got a mobility issue or anyone that is struggling with arthritis or anything else with your hands... Lidl's do some sweeteners, and obviously they are on plan. But I
think the containers are really good.
Yeah, they're a special one. You twist it, and one sweetener pops out, and it's not like, you know how sometimes when you're using the clicky clicks ones, you get a sweetener gets stuck or it stops or the jar breaks or whatever happens. It's not like that. The ones where you just literally rotate it, they pop straight out. It's very easy to use.
I think it's one of the easiest ones we've had.
Yeah, and on days when both of our health has been bad, because you've got, even when you had your carpal tunnel, we would have been able to use those a lot easier than using these ones. So it's really. I know it sounds like it's hard to get sweeteners, but no,
they are, like I say, they are the better ones. I think we've ever had those.
They are. They're much more usable. Yeah. So good evening, everyone. I'm just getting the Slimming World chat up, so we're going to pop that up here now. As always, it changes every single week.
Hello.
There we go. Look, there we go. Make sure it's on the screen properly in the right place. There we go. And I just need to use the keyboard, which is all the way under there. So how has everybody been doing this week? Don't worry. I know it says Rich's, what does it say? Oh, it says witchy rude word. Here we go. I'll turn it round. I will swap that in just a second because it was from the tarot stream from yesterday.
We're not sitting on the other side of it either at the minute.
No, we aren't. We're sat there. I've got Lego versions of us, and also I have Lego versions of us everywhere at the moment.
I think someone's a little bit obsessed with Lego.
It is my current ADHD passion. So if you know somebody in your life with ADHD, you'll know we go through ADHD fixations. And while I'm talking, I'm going to put me earrings in. So one of them that I have on a regular basis is with my crystal jewellery. So I love my crystal jewellery. I make it. I love it. I sell these on eBay.
I'm sure that in the middle of the night last night, I'm sure I could hear bits of Lego art.
I don't know what you mean.
I could have just been dreaming it,
I don't know what you mean. I definitely didn't pick up the Lego magazine from Asda yesterday with the Lego City minifigures that came with 2 free little minifigures.
I didn't even
and
know that,
a little thing. I know.
I didn't go in the shop.
He did go in the shop. I already got it
for your yogurt quiz.
I did. But yes,
Lidl didn't have your yogurt in, did they?
No, they didn't. They didn't, unfortunately. But yes. So good evening, Karen Fraser. Good evening, Ed. Good evening, Eileen Watson. Hello, you two. Hello, you. Good evening, Diane Oakwell. Good evening to Bean
steps?
Feast. Hang on, Ed. You've worked 13,763 steps. Oh my God, we need to get Ed over here to come and walk our pups.
You've been needing new shoes.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Actually, you will be.
Your shoes out.
You will be. And eventually you'll need new knees, new legs, new hips, new. That sounded like a song. No, I'm not even going to sing what that song sounded like. My neck. My something and my back.
Yes, definitely your back.
Yeah, we're not talking about that because that's a rude song. That's amazing. Good evening, Bean Feast. Good evening, Lisa, Rufus, and everyone. Hello, Shao. Good evening, Debbie's World. Laurie Worth. Good evening to you. Good evening, everyone. Bridgine Divine. Good evening to you, my darling. Slimming World Vegan. Good evening to you, says Nikki. Hazel Morgan. Hello, everyone. Eileen Watson. Not your best week. You think you went into birthday mode a little early, but fine. 75 95% of the time. Fingers
There's
crossed.
nothing wrong with birthdays, you know. Like I say, you can just enjoy yourself and then just get straight back.
Do you know who's got a birthday coming up?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Our Ed.
Oh.
Ed has a birthday coming up. Yes, you need new socks.
You get a whole. Well, why is it?
Shh. Ed needs new socks.
Well, why?
Shh. I said we're going to meet him for a coffee and that on around his birthday. So we've got to get Ed some lovely, interesting socks somewhere. But don't tell him because it'll be a surprise for his birthday. Shh. Yeah, go on. What were you saying?
I was going to say, why when people get holes in their socks, you don't get holes in the middle. You just get holes over on the toes or on the heel.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, good evening, Jane Day. You put a little package in the post today. Oh my God, that's lovely. Thank you. You don't need to do that. Jane Day will be watching. She sent me a message 10 minutes ago. Eileen Watson. Can I just say, this is probably true of me all month. Don't think you've walked 13,000 steps all week, but your thing is swimming. Oh my God, you probably swam 30. Can you swim 13,000 steps? What would that be? What? Not breasts. What are they called? Breaststrokes. Strokes.
Yeah.
I know. I was like
strokes, yeah.
13,000 breasts.
Yeah.
I mean strokes. S Brown. Good evening, all. Good evening to you. I love it as people come in. Say hello. Or say where you're coming in from.
Exercising and swimming, you burn. Like say, you just use so many muscle groups.
You do. It's also really good because if you are a little bit older or heavier, it doesn't put weight on your knees and on your doodads.
Yeah.
Socks make good dusters, then throw them away. That's very true.
And then after, you stuff them with things and then you stitch them all together and make toy for the dog.
Or if they're white ones, you bleach them, then you stuff them and you make snowmen out of them at Christmas time. I've got 2 videos on my other channel where I've done that. They're really cool.
When was that then?
One was last year. And one was about 3 years ago.
Because you saw a video online.
No, I didn't. I made it up myself. No, I created it all myself from scratch in my own brain. Yeah, you definitely didn't watch a YouTube tutorial.
I remember you saying you did watch them and then you sat there probably all night making snowmen.
Debbie's World is coming in from the river path again. Welcome to you. Again, wow. I bet you've done about 13,000 steps. She walks like you walk down the river, but the way, if you listen, Debbie's World has got a video where she's following the Manjaro and also weight loss to get to her weight loss goals. So whatever diet plan you're following, go and check Debbie out because she's done Slimming World. She healthy eats and does Manjaro as well.
Walking like twice a day.
She walks she walks down the river. Now the thing is, when you're walking down the river, if you get tired halfway down,
you're gonna fall in.
Well, no. What I was going to say is, you can either turn around and come back, or if you want to go a quick route, there isn't one. Because you've got to keep going until you find a bridge to cross over to come back on the other side. I know. I like that dedication because it means once you're there. Do you know what? Back in the day, I've got to be careful how I say this. When I was a very young person, I was part of one of those sort of Brownies, Girl Guides, Scouts type group type things. It wasn't those, but it was like one of those groups. And we did an orienteering thing where we got like groups of us. There'd be some of the younger ones with a couple of the older ones, and we got dumped in the middle of nowhere. It wasn't. It was like very controlled, but we were dumped in the middle of nowhere with a map and a compass, and we had to find our way home. And it was obviously the young ones that were doing all the orienteering. The older ones knew exactly where they were. That was part of the thing. But then we had to just follow this and find our way back. It was very interesting. But that's the sort of thing I think Debbie does when she's walking the dogs. I think she kind of in her head, it's like, I walk all the way over there and then I've got to walk all the way back.
Well, that's very true.
Because when you go all the way, me, what would I be like? Walking over there, Rufus, get the car.
I'm not being funny.
Rig a helicopter.
You would literally like have one of those little, I don't know, tents in a backpack.
I'm staying here for 2 days.
I'm stopping here. I can't bother to walk home. Never mind.
Or I'd be like,
see you in 2 days.
Get me one of those scooters that roll, like the ones from the supermarket. Come in a little bit because you're a bit off the side of the camera. Hedges.
It's because I've got a bag of vegetables.
Oh, we've got the shopping there. I know. We've got some shopping for you to show you today. We're going to talk about this in a little bit. We've got a whole bag of shopping in our Losers Club tote bag. Debbie, sorry, you put on a pound but was voted Woman of the Year in group. Wow. Yay. So surprised but honoured. Well done to you, darling. Well done. Congratulations on your Woman of the Year. I was nominated, but it was the day I collapsed, so I couldn't even say anything.
So it's not about just what you've lost. It's like, say, your journey and kind of if other people know, how hard it's been to get to where you are, then that's sometimes why you get voted for.
Jane Day was also Woman of the Year. So again, congratulations to everybody who was nominated at their Slimming World groups. Eileen Watson, congratulations to Di. You're a Slimming World follower, S. Brown from Norfolk. Good evening to you. 10,000 steps, says Debbie. That's amazing. You had a good week.
I'll feel exhausted.
Tell us in a minute.
I'll feel exhausted just watching this.
Yeah, Ellen, tell us in a minute. We'll do the weigh-in bit a little bit later on, and then put it all in. Otherwise, I will forget. Oh, you picked some blackberries on the morning walk because you got the wrong colour long line. So I'm dying to dye it, not yellow. Wrong colour long line. I don't know what that is.
But also, depending on whereabouts you are in the country, as to how ripened your blackberries will get, like, because most of ours where we are, apart from the ones we've got in the garden and the new plants growing, we've got some on there that are not even ready yet, nowhere near ready. Nowhere near. We've got some down the end of our road where we go walking down there,
and they're almost going over, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pretty much gone over already.
This is it. It's been an early warm summer. Debbie says there's a footpath app that helps.
Is it?
That's really cool. We might have to have a look at that. We probably
some
won't.
Of them you get points, or like you can collect
a medal,
points and things.
I've seen that online.
You can collect points and things, and then sometimes use them for money or stuff online.
My Google stroke YouTube is aware of the content I've been watching a lot of recently, which is Lego Star Wars stuff. Don't ask. I'm not getting Lego Star Wars because it's like a whole big collector's thing, and one figure is like $50. It's ridiculous.
Sometimes though, what happens is Lisa will be like looking at something at night, and then she'll buy something, forget that she even bought it.
I've done that,
lots of times.
Yeah, I did
forget
that.
You bought it, and then go.
I did that.
When it turns up, she goes, "Oh, look what I've got! Oh, I forgot I bought that. Oh yeah."
I might have accidentally discovered a new app which you can buy things on. It's like a cross between TikTok Shop and eBay. It runs auctions. I'm going to be selling some of my witch casket bits on it. You bid on it, and it's live. So you go like, it would be like me saying to you, today I'm selling you this Costa cup. It's a metal cup. It's lovely, as you can hear. Costa cup. It's metal. It's made of stainless steel. It's black. I'm going to start the bidding on this at £1. Rufus, you're in for £1. Oh, Jane Day, you're in for £2. Debbie's well, you're in for £3. Rufus is back in for £4. Okay, you've got there's 10 seconds left, everybody. Ethelred's in for £5. Rufus is back in for £6. I think this is a limited edition. Jane Day's back in for £8. Rufus is back in for £9. Ethelred, coming in there with the snipe at £27.50. I found it in a charity shop for 50p, but well done you.
I know, literally, and that's what gets people like bidding. So,
so I did watch this a couple of days back on the bank holiday weekend, looking specifically for some Lego bits because I'm making Lego figures of my mods on the other channel, and I want to get them as accurate as I can. So I'm getting figures and taking them apart and using the bits anyway. Yeah. So I ordered some figures. I was on this site and I bid on a few. I might have a few figures coming. It was a charity for fairy bricks, which is an amazing this is really good. By the way, we'll get to the main bit of the video. Sorry, I'm already realised we're 15 minutes in and I'm still talking about Lego. But anyway, it's called Fairy Bricks. It's an amazing charity who give children in hospital Lego sets to play with when they're in hospital. And there's you know what when kids are sat there in bed and they're linked to machines and they can't really do a lot, they give the kids Lego sets to play with and to build, and it helps coordination, keeps them active, helps imagination play and all of that. It's an amazing charity. So some of the figures I've got coming, I didn't want, no reason to have them, but they were going for £1. And rather than it not being anything for the charity, I was like, I'll bid £1 if someone else bids me over.
And then you won?
I won lots of them. So
no, not just that though.
I will be having lots.
About the other...
and I did win. Yeah, thank you. There was a buyer's giveaway. I've got a little poly bag of something coming. Don't know what Lego figure that would be. And I won a Lego set. Do you know? It's a Lego stunt set, right? Yeah. I've looked online. Do you know how much that costs on eBay currently?
No.
Brand new in the box, like mine is. The cheapest one on eBay is $37.99 with £3 packaging. The more expensive ones, wow, they're on there for £50 or £60 for this. It's a retired Lego set. I'm like, I got that for free. That's more money than I spent. Well, it's not, but I say it is. It's more money than I spent on that whatnot. Like, is there a link to that charity? If you go to 48charity.com, I think it is. It might be .org. Have a look on there because they were raising it on whatnot for this. I will put. There's a link. I will get the link and I'll put it down below in the comments. And I'll put it on the Facebook group as well because we've got the Facebook group now. If you want to try whatnot.
If it wasn't a Lego thing that you need, you can always donate it to
the charity and things. That's what I was going to do with some of the figures and that. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to do. So anyway, that was my bank holiday weekend. It was largely looking 4 o'clock in the morning when I couldn't sleep or when my tummy was bad. 6 o'clock in the morning, I have a really bad tummy. That was me going online and just going, oh, what are the auctions? What are they doing? Because they did a 48-hour stream. So at 4 o'clock 6 o'clock in the morning, when there's nobody online, and this poor guy's going, do you want to buy this Lego figure? It's not rare. It's enough. It's like, I'll do it. Start it at £1. Nobody wants it. I'd be there going, go on. I'll buy it for £1. It's given to charity. So yeah. Anyway. That was that. Right then, shall we talk about... We'll talk about the food we've had this week, Rufus. I haven't got the videos, the photos, but that's fine. One thing I want to talk about for food that we've enjoyed this week, the most important thing was what we had yesterday and what we're having tonight. And that was last week's Choosey winner. The, I want to say passata. What was it called? What's it called?
It was the smoked...
Ratatouille. Smoky ratatouille pasta.
Yeah, it was really nice.
It was lovely. Rufus made it because he won the Choosey. We'll be doing Choosey a bit later. What did you think?
I think if you're someone that likes, you don't want processed pasta like packets of things, I felt it was really nice. It was sort of the sort of thing I probably wouldn't eat too much in the summer. Maybe it's sort of like as the weather starts getting a little bit colder, it's quite comforting. So it was taste, like I say, it was pretty flavourful. I did change it and put stock cubes in it, where it just says when you go down the method of how to make it, it just says further down it says check for seasoning, and it doesn't tell you to put stock cubes or anything else in it, or salt, pepper, or so while making it, everything was measured out exactly. I did add a few extra vegetables because when you look at it, and if it was spread out between 4 people, you would then have to add more vegetables to go on the side of the meal, so to pack your meal out a bit with veggies. So we added a few more veggies that get roasted in the oven. But yeah, like I say, I thought it was really, really nice.
Yeah, it really was. I've posted the link in the chat right now, so I will show you that they're die hedges. Wow, look what they've raised. They have raised £5,512.07 in that 48-hour period on this charity.
Bonkers, isn't it?
That is amazing. There were so many different people.
It says 29 supporters they've got as well.
That's 29 people have donated. So this is some of the streamers that then when they've told, when they've got it all together, some of them were doing every item was going to charity. Some it was a percentage, some it was tips.
Wow, that's amazing.
Very different. They reckon they did a tally up.
2 days.
They did a tally up, and they said they're hoping to get it to 7,000 in total. Because whatnot, which is the charity, which is the platform that this was on, they're donating 1,500 up to 1,500 maximum as well, and they think they're going to pass through that. So this is all going to Fairy Bricks, absolutely amazing charity. I will, as I say, it's linked there on the doodah. Oh, you can't see that. Oh, it's not showing links.
Is it not?
Oh, there we go. Right, I will link it. We found that recipe, Die Hedges, in the
It was
Take 5 free
yes, it
book.
was. It
We
was.
filmed it. It will be
Yeah.
up on the channel tomorrow.
Yeah.
Everything's running a little bit late at the moment on this. On I don't know why that's not showing a link. Everything's running a little bit late this week
But
because of the bank
we
holiday.
would. Like I say, I think we will be having that meal again. I think
Oh,
it was really,
absolutely.
really
We've
good.
got some tonight.
We have. Yeah.
We have.
We've got it. With
So
some
then,
fish.
we're going to move briefly. We're going to move fairly quickly on to the. Oh, Angela Brown. Hello, my darling. I didn't say hello to you. Ed says the long line is the lead,
Yeah.
so he can let Annie pop out. Yeah. Ember's listening is awful at the moment, but she's
Yeah.
also ADHD.
She definitely doesn't listen half the
doesn't
time,
listen,
does
does
she,
she?
little madam?
Not at all. Not at all. So then we're going to move straight away to our topic of the week, which is this week. It's a really, really interesting one. So then, Rufus, do you want to introduce today's topic?
That should free food on plan, should it be unlimited? Should you be able to have as much of it as you like? So, like I say, we'd been talking about certain food items that are, quite high in calories, and if you then sometimes fill up your plate with maybe, they say, was it 1/3 of kind of like your speed foods and stuff like that, so vegetables and other stuff like that, whatever ones you choose. We put half of our plate with veggies on, and we try and do that all the time. So
At least.
if, like say, some item we've got some bits in the bag.
Well, yeah. So, should any food ever be unlimited? Now, this is one of those. This is one of those areas on Slimming World which is a little bit controversial, I find, because a lot of people do think of free food, and they do say, "Oh, I can have unlimited amounts. I can eat whatever I want of that," which is technically true on Slimming World. However, if you are somebody who, like us, have had issues with food that are a lot more than just, oh, bear with me, sorry, I've just realised I've got the chat on the wrong one.
But we used to put a lot of food on our plates, and obviously as we've got smaller, we've had to reduce our meals a little bit. But not in the way of like the vegetables and stuff like that, so we still put loads of veg on our plate.
And not even in the way of portion sizes either.
No. We still eat a lot.
A plate full of food.
Oh yeah, we do. But we limit certain things, like say if we have pasta on the plate or a sweet potato, or at one time when I was bigger, I would have maybe two baked potatoes of either sweet potato or regular baked potato. Now I have one, but being aware of the calories of the things that you're putting on your plate, having that little bit of extra knowledge, I think, is really important.
So, computer, how many calories in one medium sweet potato?
One medium sweet potato has 410 calories.
So, now, this is not to say about when we're calorie counting, or doing similar. This is not to say you have to calorie count, because I don't think you do. We don't calorie count for that purpose. But so these are fairly small. So we'll say 300 calories for that. Now, we used to put 2 on our plate, right? So for dinner time, we'd have 2 sweet potatoes, 2 relatively medium size, easy fit in your hand, sweet potatoes. If they had the bigger ones, the giant ones, we'd have one of those. But this was what we would have on our plate, wouldn't it?
Originally, we would,
with vegetables and everything else. So arguably there is 600 calories. Now, obviously, if you've watched any of our videos, you'll know we only eat one main meal a day. We intermittent fast during the day just because it's what we came to Slimming World from doing, wasn't it? If you are new here, check out any of our back cataloguing videos. You'll see we discuss a lot about that. But that works for us because I've learned not to really feel hungry. I drink a lot of coffee during the day.
Like I say, if you get up every day and you're someone that eats breakfast just after you've got up, make a drink, eat breakfast straight away, then a few hours later have lunch, and then have dinner, and then after dinner, have your snacks after 6 o'clock or so after your meal, and then that's it for the rest of the day until the next morning.
Whereas we tend to go, for most of the day when we're active, we tend to not eat an awful lot. I might pick up an apple or a banana or something.
I'm not then focusing on food all day.
No, and it just helps us deal with food nice. It's just something that works for us. It probably wouldn't work for anybody else, but it does work for us. I've just realised my necklace. I thought it was wrapped around the back of my neck, but it's not. So that would be on our plate. But if we wanted to have 2 for lunch and 2 for dinner,
That's it.
that's 1,200 calories just there, plus the cheese that we put on top with our healthy extra B allowance, plus whatever else. So we've had that. Say we have 2 sweet potatoes for lunch. Then we might go for some brown rice. This is the Easy Cook long grain brown rice from Lidl. Computer, how many calories is a cup of brown rice?
1 cup of brown rice has 310 calories.
So we'd easily have a cup. Now we have about a quarter of a cup each, just
a
naturally.
Cup, when you're asking her about cups, it'll be the little measure cups.
The measuring cups.
Not a mug.
It's not a mug.
Not a mug. Little measure cups.
So that's another 300 whatever calories. Computer, how many calories in a small banana?
1 small banana has 82 calories.
Okay, so these again are the little ones from Lidl. These are the little kid size ones, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there. So hang on, brains, 7 to 49. So that is 56. So there's 56, 560 calories in that. So again, it's free food.
It's still
I could
free
eat all of them.
food. Yeah.
I could have 3 for breakfast.
They're only little,
4
aren't
for
they?
lunch.
So,
yeah, that's easy. That's not a problem. We can have that. That's lovely.
Yeah.
And then I've got some of that for dinner. And I know. Actually, for dinner today, I'm going to have my pasta and sauce. It's half a sin. So do you know what? There's not a lot in this, really, is it? The bachelor's pasta and sauce, chicken and mushroom flavour.
Imagine how many of these that you could have, and they're only half a sin a packet.
Half a sin. So there's not a lot in my bowl. So what I'm going to do is, do you know what I'll do? I think if I have 2 of these, that's only going to be a sin. That might fill me up. So I'll do that. So these are 410 calories each, 800 calories for
2.
For 2, for one
if
sin.
You had 2 and go,
So I'm going to have that, and I'm going to have some, I know, sweet potatoes are dead healthy, and that's free food. So I'll have some of that on it as well, and I'll put some tomatoes and a bit of onion for my speed. That'll be lovely. I'll have
cheese on it.
Bit of cheese on it, some tomatoes, bit of onion for my speed, maybe a little bit of cucumber, mix it all together. That'll be really lovely. That'll be a good healthy dinner. Can you see what we're getting at?
Yes,
there's already
could be a lot of calories.
Potentially over 1,000 calories just in one meal of free food. And I know people that have said in group that they can eat 6 or 7 potatoes a day, like large size potatoes, like these sort of medium sweet potatoes. 6 or 7 a day.
Takes up most of your calories
because it's free
day.
food.
Yeah.
And the thing is, with Slimming World, we know we don't have to calorie count because it's all been done for us. But we do still have to be careful of the foods that we eat.
Yeah.
Because you could be following the plan, or like we used to, we were following the plan, fill up on speed food. Have as much speed food, not speed food, fill up on free food.
Free food.
Because it's unlimited. Unlimited free. You don't have to weigh and measure your rice, your pasta, your carbs.
But I'm saying to eat it until you're full, until you're satiated. But still, for some people, when we were a bit bigger, we could eat a lot. So for us, we could eat a lot of food.
Yeah, but it's not even that. Some consultants will tell you eat until you're full. Other consultants will keep saying this.
Those things are unlimited.
It's unlimited. Especially some of the newer consultants. Yeah. It's unlimited free food. You can eat as much of that as you want. Okay. When I was at my very biggest and had food issues, big time food issues, I would sometimes order multiple takeaways from multiple places because the shame would get me. And so I would order food from one place for 4 people, eat all of that, and order from a second place and know that second delivery would be coming in about half an hour or 20 minutes after that first one. And I would gorge on all of that food. Luckily for me, that is many years ago before we met. Yeah. And when I was in a really, really, really bad headspace, really bad way, really bad food issues. But that is something I did. So if I had joined Slimming World at that point and had basically gone, okay, I can eat all of this free food, my stomach would have been the size of a hot air balloon. Easily fillable. So I would have been able to pack away an awful lot of food. I could have filled that with free food.
Yeah. Well, that's it, yeah.
Masses of sweet potatoes, masses of rice, masses of pasta, and thought I was doing the plan. Thought I was on it properly, and it would have been healthier than burgers and pizzas and takeaway and all the rest of the crap I was eating.
I said there are a lot of people, but there are a lot of people, like I
put all
say,
this back away now.
on all of like the Facebook Slimming World groups and just the open groups on there, that people that are doing Slimming World, even if they're just following it by themselves and not using the app or anything, you know, you can go on these pages and see what other people are eating, and some people, they just barely eat any speed food, any kind of vegetables and stuff, and there's very little vegetables of any sort on their plate, and I'm like, how can they have a really, you know, good loss, you know, do really well on Slimming World if you're not getting loads of veggies and stuff in?
No, I think there's two things that we see and we comment amongst ourselves on for people that post photos online. Sometimes, I mean, the correction is three. For people like Kylie Osborne, who's in here sometimes and posts some amazing photos.
Looks really good,
Luke John, oh my God, amazing photos of food. There's a few other people that post amazing photos of food, amazing photos of this food. Looks like it's from, not even from a Slimming World book, it looks like it's from some Vogue magazine.
It makes us want to get in the car and come over and eat it.
Yes, I want to come to your houses and have dinner with you all. I really, really do. Some of you that post the pictures are just phenomenal. So that's one reaction we have, and we have that quite a lot, don't we? We go like, oh my God, I need to try that. What's the recipe?
Really
let us know.
Yeah.
Or more likely, as you say, when's dinner? How far away do they live? I wonder can we get there for 7 o'clock for dinner time? So that's one reaction. The other reaction we get a lot of, that we have a lot, is that wouldn't fill me up. Oh, there's nothing on that plate. It's just a couple of
no greenery, no nothing.
A couple of lettuce leaves, a bit of tomato, and the thinnest ever slice of something, a little tiny bit of ham, or a little tiny bit of something. There's no food.
But bear in mind,
that.
Obviously, if some people are having, you know, free meals and, you know, having berries and stuff, and their
even
cereal
so,
and yogurts
2 sprigs
and
of
whatever,
watercress, half a tomato, and a fancy cut carrot ain't going to fill me up.
Yeah. But you do get some people, like I say, that are doing the plan and eat a lot of food like us, and other people that you just don't see an awful lot on their plates.
No, but that is the other thing we see sometimes as well, is plates piled full of food, similar size portions to what we have, but no speed. Yeah. And it's all free food. And sometimes I do sit and think, I wonder if that person actually is eating that speed food, because again, the reason I think the plan has clicked for us this time round is that idea of at least a third of your plate speed food. Di Hedges says there, look, I think in a sense you're rooted to that thirds on our plates, a third speed, 1/3 protein and 1/3 carbs. Do you feel it's really important to have protein at every meal? Yep, so do we. Karen Fraser says you weigh your potatoes, rice and pasta. Your consultant says it's easy to overeat free foods and that can hinder your weight loss. Absolutely it can. No worries, Michelle. Michelle's joining us. She didn't get a notification. Unfortunately, YouTube does do that from time to time, so apologies if you haven't got it. We can't, it's nothing to do with us, unfortunately, on sending those out.
Even our fruit bowls, I'm now, because we have mostly speed fruits of a night time, I even, before putting them in our dishes properly out for later on, I weighed out our watermelon. So we've got 400 grams of watermelon later each, and one apple.
Hang on, computer.
So, yeah.
How many calories in 400 grams of watermelon?
400 grams of watermelon has 120 calories.
Oh wow, the bowl's full.
It is a big bowl full of watermelon.
Oh, I don't feel so guilty now then. No. I don't feel guilty about that at all. It's speed food. But this is where we're trying to get, what we're trying to hint at is this idea of Unlimited free food.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was, but somebody in the chat did. Oh no, it was you that said it should be unlimited until you feel full.
Until you feel full.
The problem with that, though,
Yeah.
is that a lot of us don't feel full. I
No.
never felt full. I trained my body when I was at my worst with food. I trained my body
Yeah.
to power through. So I could have been one of
Just
those.
stretch your
Do they
tummy
call
out,
them
yeah.
competitive eaters? That
Yeah,
what is it
yeah.
called?
Yeah,
Beard
pretty
with
much.
food.
Yeah.
Man, beard, food.
Man versus food, or is it?
What's the one who's got the long beard and he does all the food competitions where he's like, if you can eat this entire table of food in under 3 minutes, you get to do this. You get it for free.
remember.
I can't remember. But anyway,
I
all
know-
of these
I know what you
YouTubers that
mean,
do all of
but
that,
yeah.
oh, it makes me ill. But I could have done that. I could have been a consultant eater. Competitor. I could have
eater.
consulted anyone on eating. Do you want to eat? I'll show you how to eat.
Mm.
But yeah, it's difficult for some people to realise when we're full.
Yeah.
It's only now that we are nearly a year back into this plan where we've lost quite a bit of weight each
I know,
that
we're
we're
like-
starting to realise, do you know what? Actually, I'm quite full now.
We're like virtually at 11 months now.
Yeah, it's 11 months. Yeah,
Pretty
not
much,
10. So yesterday's
far.
dinner that we had, what was it again? You have to remind me. Spicy ratatouille pasta. We teamed that with a couple of the vegan beetroot burgers from Lidl because we love those. Absolutely amazing. The protein from our dinner came in the form of the chickpea yesterday.
But I said,
So in the beetroot burger.
but I said the vegetables, it says Mediterranean vegetables. So, of course, my plate on the, put a bowl on the scale and weighed out all the vegetables. Once I'd sort of obviously prepped and taken the peel off and whatever off the onions and stuff, put it all on the scale, and I looked at it, 500 grams, and I was like, between 4 people, 4 meals out of that, 4 portions. What? There's just next to nothing on it. So
exactly.
it became 700 and it was nearly just under 800 grams that I weighed out in the end.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, definitely, like I say, we would have actually had to add extra veg to go on the side of our meal otherwise, if I hadn't have done that.
We would have done. We absolutely would have done.
Yeah.
But again, it's one of those things, isn't it, where the
You can tweak the meals, can't you?
yeah, exactly. And I think sometimes we do have to tweak the meals. So then, it's just a little bit of a reminder, really, about the way that we work the plan, because everyone is different. Some of you have a breakfast, a lunch, a dinner, a supper, snacks during the day,
That's it.
and that will work for you. That used to work. Well, I never used to have 3 meals a day.
No.
I maybe have like 2 and a supper.
I remember you used to have hi-fi bars as well, didn't
Yeah,
you?
I used to have
Hi-fi
all sorts
bars or
back in the day.
Alpen Lights or...
But
yeah.
obviously for me, as I've got old, post-COVID, my diabetes has kicked up a notch. A lot of other health complaints that I had that probably would have come in the next 10, 15 years have all come early thanks to that COVID-19. So yay! That was amazing. But it means that now I really, really, really have to be very mindful and very careful of what I eat. And it's the first time round, obviously because of my eyes, my feet, all those diabetic issues I'm having. I'm very, very mindful.
Yeah.
But it has now meant that we work the plan exactly as it was imagined, which is a third of your speed food on the plate. Put that on your plate first. Build your meal around that. Don't add it on top, because then it's like a garnish, and then you're not going to eat it. If you had if you got a takeaway from a shop and it came with that little tub which has got that little bit of salad in, that's like, here's your dinner, that little salad is your garnish, that's a bit on the side. How many of us would eat that takeaway and leave that pot, or throw it out, or maybe feel guilty, or maybe you'll pick at it and go, oh, I haven't got room for that, I'm full up. Well, you've just eaten a giant pizza, or you've just eaten a giant whatever takeaway. You mean you didn't have space for this little tiny pot of salad? No, because you wanted that.
And then you just throw the salad away.
Yeah. So if you put the speed food, and the way that we work it is we change up our speed food all the time. So
But
yesterday,
we'll also try and eat our speed food
first.
before eating the rest of it, and then
Yeah.
if you can't fit the rest in, then like I say, you've got loads of speed in already. So
Yeah, and even to the point where, so yesterday, again, we'll show you the video will be up tomorrow. Yesterday, when we had our dinner, we had two, oh, in fact, I can get this up on screen. Hold on.
Yeah.
We had 2 beetroot burgers each. Now, that's
Yeah.
a lot for us. We've cut that down recently to 1 each. But we have had...
we did have 2 last night.
We did have 2
They
last
were very
night.
nice. But after eating it,
Oh, I was quite full
like,
as well.
wow, I'm quite pogged now. I was like,
Absolutely.
And it just shows you how our bellies and obviously our tummies have actually shrunk. So meaning that over time you can't consume quite as much as you used to, and you get fuller quicker, because your body doesn't need quite as much anymore.
No, it doesn't. So I'll show you once I get the WhatsApp up on screen. I'll show you the plate of food that I'm talking about. So we had WhatsApp food, WhatsApp. Is that it? There we go. Oh, bear with me 1 second. We had a very filling meal.
Yeah.
It's a good job. I'm getting good at this computer malarkey, aren't I?
Yeah.
Anyone would think that I do a lot of streaming these days. Here we go. Look, there we go. So, spoilers, everybody. But on screen is the dinner that we had yesterday.
Yeah, it was very nice.
So, I might make it a bit bigger. I'll tell you what, look. I'll cover up the ugly one.
What did you say?
Here we go. Look at that. Covered up the ugly one.
Yeah. I think you rate. Yeah. No. I think you rated it quite high. Anyway,
8.5. I said.
Yeah.
Spoilers. But this is the meal that we had. Absolutely delicious. So you can see there that we've got the beetroot burgers. You do have to cook them quite a bit because they are. Otherwise, they can be a little bit claggy.
But bear in mind, all the vegetables that actually got roasted and went into this were all speed vegetables.
They were, and there was tons of it in the sauce as well.
Yellow
blended
courgettes, tomatoes from our garden. We've got onions. What else did I put in it?
We had
obviously
onions,
the fresh basil,
courgettes, tomatoes, peppers.
I think I put 3 onions in it.
Yeah,
and
quite
then
a bit.
obviously half of it goes in to then be blended to be part of the sauce
Yeah.
again, and goes back into it.
So in that, although it looks like there's a lot of pasta, in the pasta sauce
Use the vegetables
are
as well.
half of the vegetables blended
Yeah.
with some passata, and then in the rest of the dinner is the other half of the vegetables all mixed through. And then obviously we've got the beetroot burgers on the side. So actually in that meal there's a lot of speed.
Yeah.
We're going to have the same sort of food tonight, but actually tonight we're going to put it with a little bit of salad underneath as well,
And we've got
some salmon.
Peppered salmon, so yeah.
Yeah. So when we eat our dinners, when we cook, the speed we factor in from the beginning. You already heard Ruffus say that the Slimming World said 500 grams. We added half of that on top for us because it wasn't enough speed food. And obviously tonight we're having less protein, not less carbs, so the same amount of carbs, but we're adding more speed into
the
it again
salmon,
tonight.
like I say, we'll try and pick things. So we did have less protein yesterday because I think I said in part of the video obviously when I made that we was going to have the salmon because we got 2 packs of the peppered salmon. I was going to have something to snack on in the evening, but
we ended up
not having
it. We didn't need anything to snack on.
But I did have some seafood sticks and some salad and a few pickles last night. So
let us know, by the way, if you want to see a what we eat in a day style video. I know a lot of people are doing it at the moment. Yeah, we're thinking about it, but every time I go to do it, I then forget, and we sit down and start dinner, and we go, "Oh, I didn't film it."
We can, like I say, I can show you everything, like I say, I eat and what you have, and then just put it all together, whatever's.
So let us know your thoughts down in the comments, in the live chat, about, or in the comments if you're watching this on replay, about free food and unlimited free food. Do you think it should be limited? Do you limit your free food? Do you have unlimited amounts? I could eat, we said this the other day as well, I could eat unlimited amounts of broccoli. I love broccoli, steamed broccoli, air fried broccoli, you name it, I could have it.
Do you know
what was it? Was it freeze dried broccoli?
I bought a giant bag sometimes you'll buy like if you go on TikTok and places, you can buy freeze-dried packets of like broccoli and other items you can get on there. So strawberries and that.
Well, I think most people would know the freeze-dried sweets, don't they?
But
The candy.
yeah, but a lot of them, if you buy any freeze-dried vegetables, a lot of them have got other stuff coated on them, so to make them go really, really crispy. Especially strawberries, they'll spray them with sugar. So just be careful. But there are companies that we've bought some freeze-dried, just plain freeze-dried strawberries, and I've powdered it so that we've got plain yogurt at home that we can put some powdered strawberry, basically just powder strawberry, and just put that in our yogurt and have it as a flavour yogurt.
Now, I will say, this is not Slimming World approved.
No, it's not.
Because we have changed the strawberry thingy. So there probably would be sins involved. We are making the active choice as adults that we're probably not going to sin a teaspoon of freeze-dried ground strawberries. Because also I've got no idea what that would work out to be. So we're not going to sin that.
No.
Because it is just a strawberry, freeze-dried, ground up and put on our dinner. You do you. We are all adults here. I am not a Slimming World consultant, but if you need to go and double check with Slimming World or the calorie counting or Weight Watchers or whatever plan you're following, please do all of that before you take any of our tips with other things, because it's really important about that. Speaking of garnish, do we love onion chutney made some with homegrown onions? Oh, I like homegrown onions. It absolutely depends on what's in it, Ed. You've noticed, oh my gosh, Slimming World Vegan, you've noticed that you sometimes struggle to finish your plate, which used to be unheard of for you. That's probably true. We do as well. Oh my God. I'm having an emotional moment.
Sometimes we never used to be able to finish everything. But now, like I say, over time, because our meal sizes have reduced down to what we sort of like, to what we eat now, is kind of like, because we reduced the meals slowly, obviously just adding a little less on our plate as we've gone along. I think it means that we don't end up having loads left over on the plate. Because usually me, just from my pattern of sort of when I've grown up, and it's like finish everything on your plate that I would have been told maybe when I was a kid, it's carried on to me being an adult, and now whatever usually I've got on my plate, I try and finish it all. So
I'm actually processing an emotional reaction, because I've talked about being very full afterwards, and there have been days where we've not finished our food. Do you know what, Slimming World Vegan, you've just made me realise something, that I have gone from having that history with food, with ordering multiple takeaways and multiple size portions for adults,
trying to eat all of everything that you had in front of you,
to now
not doing that so much.
Well, not even doing that now. Sometimes leaving food on a plate because I'm full of the healthy food in the downsized portions.
Sometimes it is. But I said occasionally,
I've come a long way,
but occasionally, if we do have any left, we'll put it in a little pot or put it in a little bowl, wrap it, and it goes in the fridge, and then you can either eat it later, or, because occasionally we have done that, and then save a little bit, and then you either eat it late in the evening time or next day instead. But I said a few times we've done that, haven't we?
Yeah, but do you know what? If you'd have said to me 10, 11 years ago, before we met, do you know what, Lisa? In a decade's time, you'll be sat talking to people about losing weight successfully, and you'll be talking about leaving food on your plate from a smaller portion of healthy food. I would tell you you were talking nonsense. Wow.
But I said but anyway, the freeze-dried broccoli that I bought online, I vacuum sealed it into some little bags, snack bags. So if Lisa wants to sit and eat a few bits of dried, crispy bits of broccoli,
I love crispy broccoli,
and it is just plain broccoli that's just been dried. So.
Susan Devlin, thank you very much. You say you like watching us. Michelle, you had one of those beetroot burgers yesterday.
Really nice.
They're yummy. Only one sin. They are. The Moroccan burgers from Lidl's are 2 sins.
Yeah.
You only discovered them thanks to us both. How did you cook it? Did you just do what it says on the instructions? Because we cooked
did
it.
it say 15 on the? I think on the back it says 15 minutes, but
They're doing 15 minutes.
they're
No,
really.
they're
But if you,
claggy.
but yeah, they're too soft inside.
15
aren't
minutes
they?
each side.
Yeah,
Let it
at
rest for a
least.
little bit and then whack it up super high temperature.
few minutes
so you get the
and then-
outside nice
yeah.
and crispy. Lovely. In the air fryer, that is. Hazel Morgan, you love broccoli. Oh, so do I. I could eat it steamed,
But
boiled,
yeah, like I say, you
roasted.
can get yourself a big
fried.
bag of freeze-dried broccoli and put it in some little bags, seal it up. Like I say, I've got a vacuum sealer, and I think that's been invaluable to me.
That and the dehydrator, they're your
yeah,
favourite gadgets.
and the
aren't they?
dehydrator. So, like I say, things like banana chips. Obviously, we dry some of our bananas out,
That's why we got
and
these
we
ones.
know that each average sort of medium banana, I may get like 10 slices out. So obviously, I know 10 banana chips is probably one whole banana
Yeah.
for us. So it's
Bean
just being
Feast
mindful.
57
Innit?
Shell, she says, I have to limit my free food,
Yeah.
but I would hate if Slimming World started to put its own limits on how much I could have. Absolutely. This is it. I think
Yeah.
we've got to take responsibility. I think
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is the key thing, isn't it? We've got to be accountable to ourselves.
Yeah.
With all the changes at group and everything else, we've all got to be accountable for our own weight loss. Slimming World is a tool. Calorie counting is a tool. Manjaro is a tool. Whatever you're using, Weight Watchers, all of it is just a tool. We all decide what we put in our mouths. We've all done that. I've lost my weight, my 5.5 plus stone.
Yeah.
You're 7.5 plus stone. You've done that. Not
Yeah.
Slimming World. No consultant came over
Yeah.
and said, Rufus, don't eat
We
that.
just,
You
we just,
did that.
they've given
You've
us the
done that.
tools and, what we need to follow, and
We've then
we've tweaked it here and there to obviously tweaking as in like having more speed on our plate. We haven't just got a third on our plate. We've put half of our plate is
absolutely.
full, and things like, yes, I can have this potato, I can have this great big extra large potato on my plate, or I can have just this medium one, and maybe I'll cook two, but if one is more than enough, I'll save the other one for, I don't know, for tomorrow's
later.
dinner or whatever.
We are very
You know what I
lucky.
mean?
We're very lucky because we can cook some sweet potatoes and we'll cook, say, a medium and a small one.
Yeah.
And I'll leave the small ones to one side, eat the medium one, and then afterwards I go, oh, I might have that tomorrow. If I don't have it tomorrow, the dogs love their sweet
do.
potatoes, so they eat it in their dinner. They quite happily will finish any sweet potato that we don't eat, or regular potatoes, they will happily demolish.
Yes, they will.
Angela Brown says, I agree, you can overdo free food. My
You
appetite
can.
is quite small and sometimes I don't. I think I don't eat enough. That's also a thing. This might be a subject for a future topic or a future extra helping, because we
Yeah.
are looking at that at the moment, aren't
Yeah.
we? About whether it's possible to under-eat and
Yes.
whether that can affect your weight
Well,
loss as well.
I've had weeks when I've been on plan, and one week where I was a bit poorly and I didn't eat as much.
Mm-hmm.
And that week, in your mind you think, oh well, I didn't eat quite as much as I normally do because I was a
Probably
bit
come in with a
poorly.
huge
I'll
loss.
probably have a massive loss this week, and you know what? I didn't.
No.
And
And we're going to look at
Yeah.
the reasons why that
Yeah.
might be.
That's
Michelle, I think after a while you just get used to having smaller portions. You really do. You really do. Our stomachs do shrink a little bit after time. But also, I think I've certainly recognised now
Yeah.
when I'm full. I never
Oh, yeah.
recognised that before. You doubled the time in the oven. Absolutely. That's what you got to
That's
do with
it.
those
Yeah.
beetroot burgers.
Yeah.
Fried the onions in a teaspoon of oil, garlic granules and balsamic vinegar. I would say, Ed, then thank you very much for the offer, but because of the teaspoon of oil, I wouldn't want to use them. Not because I don't want to try them,
Yeah.
but purely and simply because we used one spray or like 3 sprays.
But I said, I know
of
one
oil.
thing that Lisa likes
What's
is if I chop a load of onions up and I put them in a pan and I just slowly cook them in a frying pan, so a bit of fry light, pop them in a
I don't know
pan,
where you're going with this.
let them cook slowly so that they
Saute. That's the posh way.
sweeten a little bit in the
Ow!
pan.
I've just
And
poured
let-
hot coffee on my knee.
Then I turn it off. I'll let them cool down, pop them in my dehydrator and let them go crispy.
Oh yeah, they're lovely.
And someone who likes to pick at the dried onions.
Don't give away all my secrets. Anyway, talking about giving away all my secrets. So let us know about. down in the comment section if you're watching this on replay about your thoughts on unlimited free food, and if you think that food should, or if you think it can sometimes send the wrong message. Let me put it that way.
I said one other thing that before I forget, I just wanted to say that this week we got the Slimming World magazine, so of this month's magazine, and also they've now, obviously Lisa being gluten-free, you kept saying that sometimes you couldn't get any decent pitters, so like the wholemeal pitters, or but Warburton have now brought out the gluten-free Warburton pitters, the soft ones that are already cut open.
They have.
And they've brought those out, so if anyone who likes, because you said sometimes the pitters that you used to get,
horrible,
the beef-free pitters or whatever, time you undo them and you've got to cut them open yourself, and then they just break up.
So then, this is from the Slimming World magazine.
Yep.
Let me see. Do I have the overhead camera on this one? I bet I don't. Desk and face. I do. Yeah. So then, here we go. Look.
Oh, is it?
There you go.
There they are.
So this is what it looks like. Gluten-free pitters are great cold or toasted. The Warburton's gluten-free soft pitters. They are free on plan. They are new. I've actually got some. Believe it or not, there was some. I went to Asda yesterday to pick up some yogurt.
You saw some,
and there was some reduced. So I picked some up. They're $2.98 in Asda, £3 it says here from most supermarkets, for 4, so they're not the cheapest, but they are. I'll let you know what they taste like. Also, though, can I just point out this? The easy and vegan. These are
they like chicken?
Serve these chicken-style steaks.
Yeah, they
on
look
a bed
really
of spinach.
nice, actually.
So this is another item. They are 1.5 cents each. The Linda McCartney.
They look quite good, though. I looked
quick
at those.
cook vegan chicken steaks. They look really, really yummy. It says on the what is it? On a bed of spinach with homemade hummus, corn on the cob, shredded carrot and a squeeze of lemon juice, all teamed with cooked veg, rice and your favourite vegetables.
They look pretty good, don't they?
They look really nice. They're £2.50 for 2 from Asda, Sainsbury's and Tesco. They are vegan. So again, if I show you what that is, and this is this month's brand new magazine, that's what the packaging looks like. The standard Linda McCartney box. With the sort of green and white with the picture of the burgers on it. So do check those out if you are vegan. I know Bean Feast 57 is vegan, Slimming World Vegan's vegan, Byron's here. Hello Byron, talk of the devil. Byron's vegan. So I saw that and thought of all of you. So do have a little look in your local supermarket.
But even your
1.5 cents each.
Warburton pitters as well, you found them in the fridge.
Yeah, because they were reduced. Asda now puts all the reduced items in the fridge. I also did want to point out that the current magazine has gone up by £1 in group, so it is now £2.95.
Wow.
But that is instead of £4.99 in the shop, so you're still saving a couple of quid.
That's a lot, isn't it?
And there are some stories in here.
Recipes.
There's an interesting article about the power of being together, which to me feels very much linked in with the group changes, trying to keep people at group. But there is also some really, really, really nice sounding recipes in this one. So we will go through it. In fact, one week we might do Choosey from Slimming World magazines.
We've got some magazines,
That might be an idea. Anyway, shall we? First of all, let me go to the comments. Do you want to just pop that in the... I'll tell you what, stick it in the shopping bag. Stick the shopping bag with all the free food in that we're not going to eat. Stick it just to that side of you, my darling. Thank you. Because I'm getting a bit clagged. I've got books galore here sat in front of me. Oh, and stick those bananas in there as well. Lovely bananas. Thank you very much.
We'll eat those in a minute.
They'll be dried in a couple of days. Dormouse, hi everyone. You've been plate juggling. I hope you're well, Dormouse. Folk don't believe you when you say if you do not eat enough, you gain weight. Absolutely, absolutely. That's very true. Thank you, Ed. Thank you. Slimming World magazine is available on Readly now. I don't know what Readly is, Debbie. What's that? What's Readly? Is that? It must be an app.
Is it?
Must be an app. Byron the vegan loser. Hi everyone. Very late. Internet decided to work against you. Trust me. Every single week I have that in here with this room and the
Yeah.
computer, I struggle a lot with technology. Dormouse, you think unlimited free food should also be backed with what is a healthy portion? I agree.
But so
Initially,
this
folk may
is-
overportion, but slowly, as we feel the full feeling portion naturally reduces. I do agree.
But this is also that I think Slimming World don't really educate people enough. Obviously, the rest of it is down to you to figure out. They'll give you the tools, and the rest of it you've got to figure out yourself.
Yeah,
So
exactly. And I do understand why, because it is a singular plan
Yeah.
that's designed to be easy for everybody to
Yeah.
follow. And some people aren't as self-aware. Some people are still in that. Well, certainly when we've done it in the
Yeah.
past,
Yeah.
we were still in the throes of those food issues.
we would eat like say our meals wouldn't have been like they are now, or maybe we would have had, a good portion of pasta with something on top and then a load of veg on the side.
Yeah.
We would have just had our meal, whether it was like, I don't know, soya mince, like a bolognese type thing, whatever veg went into that bolognese, and then a whole plate of pasta and then just that on top, which
Yeah.
is what we would have done.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Also, just to give a heads up, I know it sounds like I've drunk
Yeah.
the Kool-Aid this
I
week.
know, right? Wow.
Slimmy World, Jane Day sent me. Do you know what she's in my phone as? Jane Day, Slimmy World Empress. Yes,
Cheers.
yes. Jane Day, Slimmy World Empress.
She is.
She sent me a message saying that the app
Yeah.
has a really good podcast. There was a podcast
Yeah.
this week.
Oh,
I think
someone
it's called
spoke- someone
Time to
spoke about-
Change or New Change.
Someone
Really
spoke
good.
about it in
Yeah,
group. I
someone mentioned it in
believe,
group
said that
afterwards,
they-
and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
already listened to that. I
Yeah.
listened to it in the morning when Jane sent me it.
I haven't listened to it
quite
yet,
good.
but I should do.
Michelle says, thanks. I'll look out for those pitters. Hope they're better than the beef-free ones. They feel soft.
Yeah, really soft.
I haven't tried one
fluffy.
yet. They feel soft. In fact, I could have one. Oh no, what have we got for dinner? We've got pasta. Do I want pasta and bread? No, I don't really.
Do you want me to go and get them for you?
You can do. I don't know where they are. In the cupboard? In the fridge?
I will go and.
You could take the shopping back to the kitchen as well.
Good plan.
Good plan.
Extra body magic.
I hope they're better than the beef-free ones. You heat those up in the toaster, which improves them, but they're liable to break. They're awful. It's the same with the wraps. The beef-free wraps, again, for a lot of products, gluten-free is really difficult. Warburtons do seem to have, for me, better Warburton style, better gluten-free style products. They're a bit more similar to the standard, if that makes sense. So they're a little bit softer, a little bit nicer. So yeah, anyway, fingers crossed that they taste nice. Rufus is I'm not going to do a taste test. Shall I do a taste test? I'll do it.
Where would you put them in the fridge?
They were in the fridge. I know, because Asda's had them in the fridge. So this is what the Warburton's gluten-free soft pitters look like. Easy to feel, brown. One of them is a healthy extra B, and they're a normal pitter size.
They are. Yeah.
It's not like
yeah.
you know what? I said I wasn't going to do a
but
taste
they are.
test.
They are a normal pitter size.
So this is what they look like out of the packet. Can you just
Yeah.
put that somewhere? Oh, they've got the flour on them like a normal pitter.
Yeah.
Soft. You can see they're sort of like.
Yeah. They look alright. They're already cut open, aren't they?
Are they?
The other side.
No, that's
Are
just
they not?
cracked. That's just cracked. They look like, I ain't being funny, but it looks like if this was anything else, it might need a Viagra. That's all I'm saying.
So that's the only difference of these then, that they're not cut open, and the other ones are all cut open and these are not.
I don't know, but it feels like. Feel that. If I told you that was gluten free, if I didn't tell you that was gluten free,
I
would you
eat
know?
that. No, I wouldn't know.
Whereas you've tried the other ones, didn't you? You've
I
tried
honestly
the other
wouldn't
ones.
know.
Right, I'm going to break off a bit on the corner.
I would think the other ones that I would have, the other, just the plain Warburton soft pitters, the wholemeal, are not floury like that.
No.
So that's the only difference.
Well, they do that because I don't know why. So here we go. Look, breaking off the corner
But they
like a
are
standard pitter.
They are very soft.
Yeah. So it breaks like a standard pitter.
Yeah.
You could probably prize it. Oh yeah, look, it opens like a
And
standard
they-
Pitter. Hang on.
High fibre.
Right, Rufus, you'll have to talk for a second while I do a taste test.
Oh,
Oh, it smells like a
look.
normal Pitter.
actually, look. The inside is
It
kind
opens
of
like a normal Pitter. Right, let me taste
Yeah.
it.
So you obviously have to. It's obviously going to be easy to cut the end open. And what do you think of that? Yummy. Oh, is this my bit? Oh, I've got a bit. Ooh.
That's going on our regular shopping list.
See, I can.
The flowery flavour,
Yeah,
the floweriness, but you get used to that with gluten-free.
Apart from that, I think they're very nice.
They're very good.
Very, very soft and fluffy.
That is amazing. If I didn't know that was gluten-free, in fact, I'm having to...
I would quite happily eat those.
It does have egg white in it, so if you are vegan, it's not one for you, unfortunately.
But I would quite happily eat those.
I would happily eat those. Right, we might have to swap from getting your soft white ones to getting the gluten-free.
Well, I have
because
the whole meal, just plain ones, but yeah, we can have those.
That's what I mean, the soft brown ones.
I don't use that much bread anymore, so most of the time I eat my cereal. But
that's nice.
If we were doing burgers, sometimes we would just basically
cut one in half.
Cut one straight down you cut it straight down the middle, and then the insides will open. You put one burger in one side and one in the other side. So.
Absolutely. Do you know what?
Yeah.
I'm really impressed.
Yeah, really. And they're not going to fall apart like all the other things, all the other gluten-free stuff that you've had.
No. £2.3, these were reduced. £3 for 4. That would do us for 2 days of one each.
But I said to our consultant this week, I said, they were talking about some of the new Slimming World meals that have come out, and they're the ones that have been discontinued. So they've taken some out and replacing them with new meals.
Yeah.
And I said to them, there's still, there's loads of people gluten-free out there. What about those people? They've got very little choice from the selection usually, or I haven't seen all of the new selection, but with that, like I say, there was loads when we used to try and get them that was more pasta and stuff in them, the things you couldn't have.
Because again, pasta's very filling, helps you feel full, and does give you energy.
And also doesn't cost them as much to make these meals with loads of pasta.
It's very true. Slimming World Vegan, thanks. You've just ordered those chicken steaks to your order for tomorrow morning.
They do look really nice.
Thumbs up. They do. They look really good.
I think we should probably try them. They do look.
We can do.
Test them out.
We could put the vegan thingies in a gluten-free bun. Yeah, that would be really nice. As a chicken burger, a fake chicken burger from KFC. We've got our own gluten-free.
Stuff it with loads of salad and stuff. Ooh.
That would be vegan. The egg white in that isn't vegan, but yeah.
I know. In my mind, I'm making my meal already.
I know, right? This is us prepping up, planning our meals for the week. Debbie's World. Readly's like an app. You pay a sub for it, and loads of magazines on there and newspapers. Oh, that's good. Audrey, that's really not. I might have to have the rest of that. What are we having for dinner? Oh, pasta and salmon and. I'm gonna have to put that. I'm gonna have to make a little sandwich with the other part of that, and I'll have that as my healthy extra B tonight. I quite often have prunes for my healthy extra B because you can have 8.
Yeah.
But I'll have that instead tonight. That's really yummy.
That'll be nice.
Evening all, says Audrey Shaw. Good evening, my darling. Been lurking. Wasn't sure if I'd join the chat. I'm glad you did. You had a dreadful week and a Friday weigh-in of £2 on. Wait until you hear what I've done this week, my darling. Yeah. I'm fairly there with you, fairly there with you. Right, I tell you what, everybody. Oh, hang on, Michelle, thank you for testing it out live. Much appreciated. You'll try and buy some at the weekend. Have you just seen them in Asda? That's the only place I've seen them because we only shop at Asda or Lidl. That's the only shops we've been to this week. It says Tesco's and everything as well.
It's because we opened up the magazine after getting weighed.
Oh, you've moved it, haven't you?
Did I take it back out there?
Yeah, you did. It's in the shopping bag.
But anyway, I opened up the magazine while we were sitting in group, and then we went to get our yoghurt in Lidl, and then they didn't have your one, so we then ended up popping down to Asda, and that's where Lisa found those Warburton Pitters.
Bizarrely, in the thingy section. Yeah. Audrey, all I can say, my darling, is £2 relatively isn't that bad, right?
And some of that could be water as well.
Yeah, you say you've had a dreadful week. That one, sorry. Say you've had a dreadful week. £2 isn't that bad. It really isn't. I gained 17 pounds in 10 days. I keep harping on about it because it's my gold. What is it? Gold star, gold medal, platinum medal. My record-breaking gain that I've ever had.
I still have images when Lisa got on the scale, stood there, looked down, and they said, that's obviously what's happened on the scale, and then she just was like hysterically laughing.
Yeah, I think I went a bit potty for about 5 minutes.
Yes, you did, and everyone wondered what the hell was going on.
Yeah, everyone turns around thinking, like, and they're all
she's like-
going, "Oh, she must have lost. That's amazing."
Yeah.
and I was like,
No.
"I've gained £17 in 10 days," and everyone was like, "What did you eat? A whole person?" Yes, I did.
Pretty much, yes.
Yes. Right then, I tell you what.
I don't know why I thought it was in like that, because we didn't go in 1 week, did we? And
it
then
was
the next
Christmas,
week,
New Year
and then
week.
I put on like £5.5.
Yeah, and I was expecting
You
the
was
same.
like, oh,
and
it
was
should be
like,
all right then.
Oh, probably put on half a stone. And the rest. Right, let's go and let's get on those scales. Are you ready? You need your book, I need my book. We're getting those awards ready for those of you that have got awards. For those of you that are gained, hang on. We're going to be talking about how to deal with a gain, because, spoilers, one of us might have had a gain. Not telling you which one, but he's smiling and I'm not. So it's time to get on those scales. Weighing time coming up. Please put your results on that there chat. Come and join us. Whether you've lost, gained or maintained, we are here to support you. Joe, I do miss the little chink, chink, chink sound effects I used to have. Right, here's your book. Is that your book?
Is that my book?
Oh no, that's my book.
Your book.
That's my book. Here's your book with all the multitude of stickers. Do
You've
you
got
want?
more stickers than me, I think. Anyway.
No, you got more than I've got.
It's just that
Yours are
mine's-
just covered front and back. Mine's just all covered on the back neatly.
and mine
do you
are
want
all
to
over
go
mine.
first?
Pardon me.
Audrey Shaw says you're going to get the beetroot burgers in your Friday shop. Had a Slimming World beef quarter pounder for tea tonight. Had to chuck it out. So disappointed. You were really looking forward to it. I'm so sorry to hear that, my darling. We don't like the Slimming World sausages or burgers, do we? I'd rather go and get some, is it 5% steak mince and make our own. We do that quite a bit. I'd much rather do that. It's a bit more faff, but to be honest with you, it really does feel like it's worth it. It really does.
But I said we also as well this week we got, is it there where you can get the 10% off your whole shop at Iceland?
Yeah, there's a voucher this week.
But you can get, I think if you're someone that goes online and pay for the app or whatever online, you can still get, I think there's still like a code on there that you can use on the app itself.
Absolutely.
To get your money off for that if you want to get some meals.
And
that goes on until the 6th of October.
And again, I know this has all been about Slimming World, but there's also a deal on at the moment at Iceland and the Food Warehouse till the 6th of October. Main meals, 2 for £8, and the lunch bowls are 3 for a tenner. We're going to get some. So for those of you that have been following the health stuff for us, I was due to have laser surgery. Was it yesterday? Yeah. It's been postponed on my eye. It's been postponed till September 30th, which is the same day that Ruffus has to have his disc out of his spine and the new one, or the artificial cage or whatever it is, put in. So I said we were going to try and move it, and I just said we'll just do it on the same day. He'll go into hospital in the morning, I'll go in the afternoon. Mine takes about an hour and a half. Straight in, zap the eye, straight out. My other eye will be functional, so I'll be able to function. And then he'll come home a couple of days later, so we get it all done and dusted. So we're planning for that week, we're planning to get some of these meals on this discount in the freezer ready, and probably some of that mixed veg.
But
from
the lunch
Lidl.
bowls, I've seen even Luke John
has them.
who comes in here as those and just puts a load of salady stuff and
he
stuff
does.
on the side.
And
I think they look nearly as big as, like I say, it's just some of the other meals. I think that they'd be a perfect size.
he had one the other day. It was like a pastry thing, and he put it with long stem broccoli and all this other stuff. It looked like a big bowl, a big meal of food. It looked like a proper dinner food. So I was like, oh, that's what made me think, oh, it's not gluten free. I can't have that. But we'll try these.
Really
That's at the Food Warehouse in Iceland till the 6th of October. If you are following,
did they say someone said that there are some of the Iceland inside? Is it the range? Some of the ranges have got the Iceland bit inside, and apparently not all of those.
Those are franchises.
Not all of those honour these vouchers and things like that. So you probably won't be able to use that if you go in there. Yeah,
so make sure it's a proper one. Right then, let's go to the weight. So Ruffus, you did weigh in first.
I did.
So in fact, no, I'll go first today. even though you weighed in first.
Yeah, that's all right.
So everybody at group this week was going, oh my God, Lisa, are you okay? Oh, I was worried about you last week, because last week I had my fibro wobbly.
You did,
Stood
yeah.
on the scales, I was doing this, I was wobbling like I was on. Jane Day talks about that wobbly thing where you lose weight, where you stand on it, the vibrating plate thing, you go blah, 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 blah. That's what I was like on the scales last week. Sat down, and then I was like, Rufus, I need to, and they went, Slimmy of the Week nominations, Lisa, and I was like, oh, you need to stick to plan for 5 minutes on repeat. Stick to plan, just stick to plan,
Just
stick
stick
to
to
plan.
it.
Apparently, no
You
memory
did.
of it at all.
You did.
So I went in this week, and everyone's like, Lisa, are you all right? And
Just
I'm like,
stick to it.
yeah, I'm fine. I don't really remember last week, but anyway. So I got on the scales, and I have been on plan this week. Not only have I been on plan this week, I have been writing down, because once again, Patrick from Weighing Time and Luke John from Luke John on the YouTubes, Luke John Weight Loss, I think it's Weight Loss Journey now, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've both done a thing recently looking at the calories that you consume whilst eating an average day or week on Slimming World. So I thought, you know what, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Just
So
do
in
that,
my little witchy diary book thing, which is now the channel, it's our little channel notebook where we've got ideas for future videos. As you can see, I've got a couple of pages here where I've written down the food that we normally eat and we have for our dinners that we enjoy in calories per 100 grams. And then I've worked out the food that we've eaten, and I haven't done this while we're eating it. It's not like a food diary. I'm not tracking it for that. I just at the end of the night go, what have we had today? Oh, we've had that, la 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 la, and I just jot it up just out of interest.
But I said if we didn't do that, like I say, it's just being mindful of sort of like
Of what
even
we're
like
consuming.
say and some of the calories and like say your lists of like fruits and veggies and the calories of those items. I think
Again,
that really helps.
I'm not in any way, shape or form looking into calories. I cannot calorie count for love nor money. I think it is rocket science. If you are someone that can work that, especially if they're doing macros and bioavailable protein, because not all protein your body uses, it's got to be bioavailable protein. Non-bioavailable protein goes through you. So when it says 20 grams of protein, 40%, that is 40% of the FDA average, which is 50 grams, which is less than it should be for bodybuilders, but that is the recommended amount that the FDA recommends. So when it says 20% of that for 20 grams, it means blah 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 blah, and actually only 5% of that might well but all of that means I vaguely understand it while I'm watching the video, and afterwards I go, what was it called?
But I'm saying the lists of veggies and fruits and things and the calories, I said sometimes we'll just use it when we go to the supermarket and we'll go, right, okay, these are the lower calorie choices, and most of that is your speed food.
Yeah, and for me, when it comes to fruit, the lower calories tend to mean lower sugar, don't they?
Yeah, that's it.
For diabetes.
So we'll base that on when we go shopping and pick certain things.
So anyway, I've been look at me getting excuses in. Totally on plan, 100% on plan, as we always are.
At the same meals as me.
Counted all my sins.
Yep.
I increased my sins this week. I actually went to about 10 per day. Normally, the week before, when I gained 3 pounds, I think I was averaging about 4 or 5. So, average of 10 sins a day this past week.
I was just going to say, but last week when you gained 3, you was thinking that was from
the 9 pounds lost the week before.
Yeah,
so
it kind of a little bit went back on,
So this week, 100% on plan, loads of speed food, loads of everything. Really enjoyed my food, absolutely loved it. Average calories have all been monitored in my weight loss. Excuse me, coffee's repeating on me. I know, right? It's because I'm having my second cup. Well, my 4th cup of the day. Anyway, all of that, I got on the scales and I weighed 1.5 pounds more than the week previous. So that means in the whole of the 4 weeks of August, because we weigh 4 times in August, the first week I maintained, the second week I lost 9.5 pounds, the third week I gained 3, and the 4th week I gained 1.5. So in the total of August, I lost 5 pounds. That is every single day in August, 100% on plan, 100% weighing and measuring, 100% aware of my sins, 100% aware of everything. And that just shows that our bodies naturally will fluctuate. There are things going on that are separate to what we eat. There is, I'm looking at the calories, it may be that I'm under eating slightly. So this is why we're looking at this for a future video.
But I said this is partly why you upped your sins.
Yeah, it was to try and see whether that was a difference, because people had said to me in the comments,
You might not be eating.
"Oh, you might not be eating enough sins." They say 5 to 15 sins. So I thought, okay, I'll try and whack it at 10 in the middle.
I normally have about 10 a day most days.
So I gained 1.5 pounds, which means I am currently weighing in at 18 stone 2. I'm out of my 17s, which is gutting. I've lost a total of 79.5 pounds in 46 weeks, and I have 38 pounds to go until I'm at target. So I have regained that 4.5 pounds from at my lowest point. So that is annoying, but again, I am 100% on plan. I am taking it. I'm not letting it affect me. I will be eating the same food this week as I did last week. If anything, I might try and eat a little bit more, have a few more calories a day, maybe have my healthy extra bees be something that is bread based rather than prunes, because although prunes help me in other ways, maybe that's what I need to do.
One thing is, I think looking at the bigger picture and not just looking at not just focusing what the scale says every single week.
No.
Obviously, be mindful. That's what's said on the scale.
But I didn't mention it. Can I hold that? Let me just, for those of you that can't see, I'm about to stand up. So here we go, everybody. I am wearing, modelling for you today, a lovely Practical Magic t-shirt. This is from the movie Practical Magic, starring Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. Is that the one? Yeah. And that other guy that everyone thinks is there. Everyone thinks it's Antonio Banderas, but isn't. It's him. Yeah, that very famous actor. This turned up today. It is it's definitely a genuine one, not a snidey one I bought off Temu. And
definitely.
It's a size 18. I'm in a size 18. A size 18. Now, for some of you, you're probably thinking, oh my God, that's huge. I was at a size 26 going into a 28 when I started in October. I'm in a I nearly swore really big time then. I'm in an 18.
And they call it non-scale victories.
I put it on today and I said to you, it's a bit, it's not tight, but it's a bit sort of figure hugging. It's a bit close because I'm used to some of my tops now look like we could both get in them. And I said to you, does this look all right to be on camera? And you went, yeah, it looks good. And I was like, but I'm not sure because it's an 18. He's like, no, it fits.
Yeah.
So I look in the mirror and I go, oh yeah, it fits. It's an 18. I don't think you quite understand, everyone. It's an 18. Like, how the hell has that happened?
And you was in an 18 before, weren't you?
When I lost loads of weight before, I was in an 18, and I don't think my head hasn't caught up. I mean, this is an actual. I mean, it's a Temu, so bit of flexibility. But it's an actual 18 because the reason I shop at Temu at the moment, I know shipping and Chinese labour and all of that, but at the moment because we're on a limited budget, I can't afford to go and pay 25 quid for a t-shirt that I'm going to be out of in a couple of weeks or months' time. That's why.
That will happen,
so at the moment, I don't mind buying cheaper stuff because it's not going to last and I'm probably not going to be in it for a while. But it's an 18. Anyway, right, there you go. So that's at the so that's why. Who cares about what that says? Don't give a toss about that. I'm in an 18. So the scales can say whatever they want. I'm in an 18. Did I mention I'm in an 18?
Yes.
And my bottoms are a 16. And they're loose.
Yes.
And I got size 16 jeans that I've got from the charity shop and they fit. Size 16, 18. That just...
That's without sort of you needing to go through all your other clothes that now don't fit you.
I know, we've got to deal with that yet. Anyway, code Deb, glad you're here, my darling. You haven't missed the entire live. No, you haven't. Ellen, 10% off. August to October at Iceland. Don't know if you've seen it. Oh yeah, we just said about that. Thank you very much, my darling. On a positive, Audrey, still holding to your 2.5 stone loss. Wow, that's amazing. You get the clap. That's amazing, Audrey. That is amazing. That is the way to think about it.
You've still got grinding, that's it.
Yeah, keep grinding.
Going.
£0.5 loss for Dormouse. Well done, Dormouse. Dormouse really struggles with health concerns, so well done for you. That's awesome. Well done for you. Julie Flynn, you maintained. How do you feel about that, my darling? For some people, a maintain is a win. For some people, a maintain is a bit gutting. But again, that's really good overall. That's a good result.
Going.
You lost £1, Semi-Well Vegan. Well, that's amazing. Well done to you. S Brown, you maintained this week. You get the clap as well. That's awesome. Well done for you. Karen Fraser, you put £1 on. You're really annoyed. You've been so good on plan. Listen, my darling, I've gained 4.5 pounds in 2 weeks on plan. 100% on plan, like literally 100%. So I'm there with you, my love. I'm there with you. I count everything. I monitor everything. I write things down in a
even your milk,
special book that I've got. Everything. So trust me, it's just our bodies doing what our bodies do. It will come good. Take your eye off the scale, stay on plan, and just look at how your body fits, what's changing in your body. Do that for a couple of weeks and look at the pattern.
But sometimes it's not fat that you've put on, sometimes it's just water weight.
Or you might have not had a poo.
Could be
your
lots
body
of
might be
reasons.
A bit bunged with that. It might be you didn't drink enough, so therefore you didn't poop enough, because you have to have enough water for it to get into your bowel for that to work. It could be that you've eaten something that has slowed down your, what's it called? Not mobility, metabolism. Brain, and that maybe your metabolism's a little bit slower for whatever reason. Food's passing through your body a little bit slower. Could be 101 reasons. Could be a hormonal difference. Could be a seasonal difference that's triggering different hormones, because if you don't have enough vitamin D, that does also things to your body. Which our bodies are so incredibly complicated. There are so many different factors that go into weight gain, weight loss.
Was it Jane Day who says about, our bodies don't know that what day we get weighed on or what time we get weighed.
No.
They don't know. Your body just works the way it works, and then, because you get weighed on whatever day, you might not have, like say, done a poo that day or done...
And time isn't a real thing. Days aren't a real thing.
Not
I mean,
body,
days are, but your body doesn't know. Your body just works until it doesn't. It doesn't. Your body doesn't have a concept of time as such. It knows when it's day or night time. So your body doesn't know this food you're supposed to use up, burn, get rid of and poop out all in time for your next time on the scales. Your body doesn't know that. Your body's just going blah 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 blah. That's what your body is.
And gurgles
a
bit
blah,
and then...
blah 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 blah. It doesn't know that. So don't worry about it. For all of you that have had gains, honestly, if you've been on that there plan, then it will come good. And if it doesn't, get some medical tests done. If you're like this for 6 weeks, get some tests done. If you've not been on plan, then you know the reason why.
But if you do gain occasionally, it happens to everybody, to all of us.
Michelle says, don't worry, Audrey, £2 isn't much. You can lose it soon. Just make sure you plan food though for next week. Absolutely. Byron the vegan loser, £2 off for you. That's amazing, Byron. £40 so far. Wow. We did watch your video, so that we were aware of that. That is awesome, Byron. Really, really, really amazing news. Absolutely amazing. Now this comment. Spoilers for something that may be happening later in the year. Ellen says, I am doing Slimming World online. I have lost £3 again this week. Ellen, can I ask, how do you find it online? Oh yeah, completely. My God, you get the clap. That's amazing. Like doing it online without group support as well. It's like Kimberly down south. That is amazing. Online. Well done. How are you finding it online? Because
we might end up doing that, maybe.
Contemplating, cogs and whirring and all of that. Angela Brown, £1 off last week and another £1 this week for £10 in total. Wow.
That's really good.
That is awesome. We'll be getting your Stone Award ready for you, my darling, on screen. Hang on, I've lost the comments. The comments have gone. Hazel Morgan, you maintained.
Nothing wrong
Disappointed
with
is an understatement. Oh my God, darling, listen. You need £0.50 for your 3 Stone Award.
I said we've been there, have we? And just kind of like just on the edge of it, and then thinking you're going to get there that week, and it doesn't happen.
It is heartbreaking.
That's our bodies, isn't it? Our
absolutely heartbreaking when that happens. But what I would say, my darling, is that you are right there. You can taste it. Look, this is ready for you. Is ready for you. Ready and waiting next week. You'll have it next week, my darling. But well done for that. I mean, maintaining is annoying when you've been on plan. Trust me. I'm there. Do you know what I mean? I'm right there with you. But yeah, I feel it. But just stick to it, my love. Stick to it. Laurie Worth, you didn't weigh in this week as you've got a broken ankle. Oh my God. So you're not able to stand without your big sexy boot on. Not very mobile. You really need to watch what you're eating as it's easy to boredom eat. Don't boredom eat. Get some Legos. Get some Legos instead. Legos are really good because you can put them together and, or
some films to watch.
Minecraft. When lockdown happened, I got into Minecraft. I thought it was a game for kids. It is a game for kids, but it's also you build things and make things and do things. Isn't it? Keeps your brain active. Yeah. What else? Sudoku.
Painting by numbers.
What's that thing that people do? Was it diamond painting? What's that? Is that beads and then they melt them or something? What is diamond painting? Is apparently a thing.
Is it?
Yeah, don't know what that is. I've seen lots of because I get all the craft stuff from doing all the craft stuff. I'm not going to start diamond painting. Don't tell me actually. But put it in the chat and I just won't comment on that. Diamond painting is a thing. Yeah. Like that person that used to do the things on the tablet and colour all of that in. Well, that's a good thing. But diamond painting is with little tiny beads and it does a 3D thing or something. Yeah. I don't know. Susan Devlin, how much did each of you weigh at your heaviest? I weighed, at my very heaviest, I would have been over 26 stone. And you, at your heaviest, were...
29 and a half.
29 and a half. We don't know what he is now. He might be that now. We don't know. We haven't got his weigh in yet. It could be 20. It could be 30 stone right now. Nobody knows. Audrey, your heaviest was 23 stone 10. Currently 18 stone 8. Audrey, that's amazing. Well done. 18 stone 8. You've lost. Hang on, brain. 5 stone 2. Wow. That's awesome. That is really good. Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh, thank you. Bean Feast, £5 in 1 month. Oh, thank you. It's a fab loss. Always helps to look at it the long view. Well done. I know, right? That's exactly what I'm looking at.
That's really good.
That's exactly what. No, Bean Feast is saying that's for me. That's my £5.
£5 for you then, dear.
I know. Due to your week away on holiday, your husband wanted to eat out for all lunches and dinners.
Oh.
You had a week free cooking and washing up. You did your best to have some healthy salads, etc. You gained £8. Do you know what? You've been away. You've had free food. Well, lunches and dinners. You've eaten out. I bet you enjoyed it all.
Yep.
You filled up. You did whatever the hell you wanted on holiday. This is it. On holiday,
I
all
think
rules are different.
I would do the same.
Absolutely. So, £8 is nothing.
You're not going to go on holiday all the time, so enjoy it.
What is, hang on, so 1.7.
So just over a stone.
Computer,
just over half a stone, is it?
Times 7?
1.7 times 7 is 11.9.
You still got nothing on me, love. 17 stones in 10 days works out... No, £17 in 10 days works out what she just says. £11 something in a week. You're only at £8. That's nothing. God, you're not even trying. You could have had some more burgers. You could have had... What could you have had to gain another £3? Couple of extra cheeseburgers, some more martinis.
Loads of chips, loads of deep fried chips.
Sangria, that's high in sugar and stuff, isn't it? They put stuff in that. What else could you have had?
All sorts. Beer. Have some beer.
Those weird things on the beach where they come around and try and give you a lolly and then charge you 50 quid for it.
I watched someone online and they said a pint of beer that they enjoyed was 15 sins.
Oh, you could have had several pints of beer. There you go. And then you would have been...
15 sins for 1 pint of beer?
Yeah, then you might have been coming for my target. But £8 in a week is nothing. Barely even trying, but I bet you enjoyed yourself. So don't worry. If that puts your target a couple of weeks back...
Yeah, well, that's it.
Will you remember that in 2 years' time? Probably not. Will you remember your holiday where you had an amazing time and ate all that food and just really loved yourself and had a fantastic time?
Yeah. Didn't have to look at exactly everything you were having and just enjoyed it all.
Exactly. Would you have enjoyed yourself if you were there with your book going...
Oh, sorry, I can only have that on the menu because it's a salad with something.
Watching everybody else while you're drinking nothing but soda water and having a little bit of lettuce. Like, I know a lot of people do that when they're away.
But remember that holiday where I ate all that stuff and everyone else ate all that lovely things that I couldn't eat?
Yeah. And I know, like, literally, if we plan to go away, which we might do, we'll just eat food that we like, but it will be grilled and all of that. We don't like the fat anymore.
I think we'd just be a little bit more mindful about what we have. Only we think that way now, because
But
of
we didn't before.
we didn't before. But now, I think now we would probably have more of an idea of the slightly healthier choices, but still really enjoy ourselves. And
Absolutely.
if you want something really naughty that's not on plan, and you know, I think I would still eat it. To be
Absolutely,
honest, I
my
would still
darling.
enjoy it.
Absolutely. Slimmy World Vegan, you'd much rather look at your weight loss over the month. I
Yep.
totally agree.
Yep.
Thank you. An amazing non-scale victory. I know, right? Bear in mind it is a Temu size, so it could be a bit... I don't care. I don't care. It could be completely the wrong size label on it. I don't care. I'm accepting it. I need the non-scale victory this week. I need the bonus. Michelle, in 2 weeks you've managed to lose 7.5 pounds. Well done. Get the clap. Die Hedges, you've lost... you don't know your size. You've lost 6 stone. 6 stone since last June. That's amazing. You're a pear shape. Die, that's brilliant. That's really good. That is amazing. Deborah Price, you're pleased to lose 1.5 pounds this week, and you ate more celebrating your son's 40th birthday. Listen, Deborah, that is really, really, really good. Well done. You may well find a little bit of that might hit you next week, but don't worry about it. You've done amazing. That is
Just keep
awesome.
going.
Thank you, Diane, saying it's well done to me. Beanface Shout, you lost 1 pound this week. Well done, you. 2 stone 9 down. That is incredible.
Yeah.
Well done to you, my darling. Absolutely. You get the clap, Bean Feast. I know this is everybody gets the well. Not everybody gets the clap, but you get the clap. Ellen, that's great. It's not always about the scales. No, it's not. Quite often, it's about how our bodies. Your body doesn't know what weight is. It just doesn't, and it's a lot of it is made up. Listen, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. At the end of the day, how you feel, how your body works, that is what we should be aiming at. And if that means, you know, I'm 6'2". I'm currently 18 stone, whatever. I've got a fair few way to go until I hit my healthy BMI range.
Yeah.
I know, having lost more weight than I am now, a few years back, I know that when I got to those lower weights, I really didn't look or feel particularly great because I did it so quick.
Yeah.
This time round, I'm aiming to go a bit slower. But Angela Brown says, what size did I say? At my biggest, I was going into a size 28. And some places I was in the size 28, to be honest. But yeah, so, and again, I'm not saying that's huge. It was very big for me. Christine Scott, you're always in target. That is amazing, Christine. Absolutely well done. It's a lot of really, really hard work being on target. It really, really is. That's
people
difficult.
Say the easiest part is the losing weight.
Yeah, absolutely. Karen Fraser, you lost 5 stone online. You've loved it. Wow, that is amazing. I'm certainly thinking about it. Byron says, yep, Hazel, you're so close, it's round the corner. Absolutely. They're little gems you put onto a oh, it's a sticky picture, the diamond thingy.
I know what you mean.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, no worries. Laurie West says, thank you, Lisa.
You can get
Ruffus.
sheets of the little sticky little diamond bits, little gems. Yeah.
Oh, don't tell
all
me.
stuck on sheets, and then you pick them off and then stick them on the picture.
No, I can't do that because my fingers don't work very well. Lego is enough of a thing for me at the moment. That's all I can do with my fixation. I don't want to do that again.
Because Lisa likes stickers, so it's probably a good idea to just stick with the Legos.
Yes, currently. Ellen, you like doing it online. You've tried it before in group, but you weren't keen as people were chatting amongst themselves. That's a problem I'm having at group at the moment. You tried several times. You find it good to put your info on the online diary. I'm really tempted. I'm really tempted. Thank you, Hazel. Hazel says, well done on your pound size. Your new size. Sorry.
On the app on your phone, on there you can like keep an eye on your weight and fit. Put in what you lost that week, and then you'll see it all slowly. Obviously, the scale go down as you lose weight.
You can.
But yeah, I've never filled that in, to be honest. I've never done. The only thing I do is I go on and use the barcode scanner, scan food items, occasionally look up recipe things on there, and you can listen to the podcast and other stuff on
Yeah,
there.
I've started looking through the features a lot more.
But yeah, there's loads of information you can get on there. But yeah, I don't use all of it. But
Michelle says you're
yeah.
really pleased to get off what you to get to only half. You're pleased there's only £0.5 to get off what you were before your holiday. You've done that in 2 weeks. That is awesome. Yeah, clap, clap, clap. Awesome. 2 weeks. That's amazing. Hazel says thank you to Byron. Right then, so. Sorry, spoilers. We know from what I said, because I let the cat out the bag, that one of us had a different result on the scales to the other one. So you know that I came in with a gain. So no prizes for guessing then that Rufus didn't come in with a gain. But did you lose or did you maintain? That's the big question. So you got on the scales last week. What happened last week?
Last week, I put on 1.5.
So you put on £1.5 last week. Now,
I did.
Last week, did you eat any chocolate bars?
No.
Crisps? Like not
No.
low sin, like high sin crisps?
Nope.
Did you have a KFC sneakily?
Nope.
Like you can confess now if you want to me, I don't mind.
No.
Did you, I don't know, what else? Did you have 4 donuts, 1 donut, half a donut?
No donuts.
No. Anything else that wasn't on plan?
No.
Were you
I just had my
100%
popcorn.
on plan last week?
Yes.
Within your sins and everything counted and measured?
Yep.
Healthy extra B's and A's all monitored?
Yep.
So,
I
and
weigh
you gained
everything out.
£1.5.
Yep.
And this is the guy who loses, I come in 1 week and I lose £7
I would say that last week I was really struggling because not because of food, because it was down to that I was eating all my meals, eating loads of speed veggies and all of that stuff. My body just decided it didn't want to go poop that week. So
Yeah,
I think I'd spent like 4 days or so and I hadn't gone to the toilet.
Yeah.
But then last week, a few people on here recommended is it All Brand?
All Brand, yes.
And I've had that so far like 4 or 5 days now, I think. Is it 4 or 5 days? And it's actually working okay. So after a couple of days of eating that, my body, because I'd taken before that, I did have to take some laxative
to get things moving again.
and some senna. But then, like I say, a couple of days from eating the All Brand, and my body is functioning better than it was.
Yeah.
So
thank you for those of you that recommended that. That's really good.
I've not had to have so many sort of things to help clear my system.
No.
So it seems to be working better than it was.
It really did.
So I think partly last week that might have been partly that, but also last week I felt a bit more nibbly. I kept like picking at things, like picking up a few more pickles. So obviously me picking at things here and there during the day, and then getting up at night and then going having a few more pickles and whatever, is still eating more than what I would normally do.
Especially if it wasn't moving through your body. But thank you to everyone who did
well.
recommend the All Brand. Can I just say before you say about your weigh-in, Michelle says you didn't drink any alcohol while you're on holiday, but you did have lovely ice cream, elderflower sorbet, which was delicious. You honestly don't know how it was so much you gained. You were expecting half. Well, this is one of the things, isn't it? If you weren't food optimizing, then we undercount in our heads. We undercount how many sins things are. We go, it can't be that. It won't be that much. Without it being an on plan, without you looking at the sins, that ice cream could have had 30, 40 sins worth. And we don't realise that at the time.
Ice cream and sorbet.
Quite high in sugars.
Very high in sugar.
High in this, high in that.
Yeah.
And again, like, well done for getting that off. But again, that's something, it does just show how when you're off plan, even for a little bit, if you're not aware of it, those sneaky little sins sneak in, don't they? Those extra calories sneak in when you're not aware of it.
So I say the first thing, ice cream tells you exactly what that is.
Iced
cream.
Cream, yeah.
With cream with sugar.
Yeah.
And
right
flavour.
then. Should we go with your what did you do on the scales then? We got all the precursor. We know you gained last week even though you were on plan. Yeah. Were you 100% on plan this week?
Yes.
At the same main meals as me?
Yes.
At the same
everything.
Fruit bowls and pudding just about as me?
Yes, we do exactly the same fruit bowls. I have a couple of bags or some 2 to 3 bags of popcorn at night.
Your low sin
Popcorn.
3 to 4
Yep.
sin popcorn.
They're like 3.5
Yep.
sins are they a bag. Or
So
whatever
then-
they are.
When you weighed in,
I weighed in and I lost £3 this week. So yeah,
£3 you lost.
I did. So in 2 weeks, in theory, I've only lost £1.50 in 2 weeks. But still, like I say, I'm quite happy with that.
Rufus, you get the clap.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well done.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So
Yeah.
what are your figures now? Where are you at now?
I am, at the moment, I am 17 stone. Is that £2.5? 17 stone, £2.5.
Absolutely awesome.
So I could be in my next stone bracket next week.
You could
I
be.
could be.
You could be. It's possible.
I'm 7 stone, £9 down now.
Computer, what is 7 stone, £9 in pounds?
I don't know how many weeks that is.
7
now.
stone 9
46.
pounds is 107 pounds.
£107
Wow.
in 46 weeks. Not even a year. That is awesome.
And then we've got, was it about another 4 weeks and then we're at our year.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
So, I know.
There are 4
There
weeks
may
to
be-
go
Yep.
until we hit 1 year being back on
Yeah.
plan. And there may or may not be some changes happening around the corner for us with that
Yeah.
there Slimming World. You know our thoughts on where things are
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah.
But yes, well done to you, Rufus. 7 stone 9 is an amazing result. As all the consultants say, how does it feel having that much weight loss in less than a year? How do you feel? Has it made a difference to your life?
I don't have to move, like, I don't feel like my stomach is in the way if I need to try and do something, bend down, tie up shoes, or just don't feel so drained. I mean, it took about, I think, at least 6 months on plan before I stopped feeling sluggish and drained and tired. So it must have been 5 or 6 months, and then I started feeling better in that way. It's not something that happened straight away for me. But yeah, not feeling like if I sit down and then go to get up and do anything, I don't feel. I used to be like my body would be on a go slow. So yeah, just in general, like I say, I feel a lot better. I don't feel so tired. I don't sleep as much.
I've just done the quick calculations. Do you know how much you have lost since you were at your biggest, when you weighed in like probably about 18 months, 2 years ago? You have lost 172 pounds, 172.5 pounds, 12 stone, 4.5 pounds.
All ill.
You have
Right.
lost since you were at your heaviest, and
Because
that's in less than 2 years.
I went from
2 years
29.5 stone,
to 17
started
stone,
Slimming
2.5.
World, then lost some weight, and then fell off plan, and then come back. I came back at 24 stone 12 or something like that.
Yeah,
I came back.
absolutely amazing. Audrey Shaw says, well done, Rufus. Dormel says,
I came
clap
back.
to Rufus.
I came back at 24 stone 11.5 pounds.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. Hazel Morgan, well done, Rufus.
Thank you.
Irene Baird, you went to class and lost ½ pound as you had to reset your target. Well done for that. You get a clap.
Wow.
So you're looking forward to stay on as steady a path from now to Christmas. Hope you're both well.
That's the thing, though.
We're
Like I
doing
say,
okay.
anybody that's
Well done. Angela Brown says, well done.
But I'm
Bean
saying-
Fish Shell says, hang on, huge congratulations, Rufus. Fantastic result this week. An amazing result overall. Absolutely amazing. Michelle, well done, Rufus. Fingers crossed you get in the next stone bracket very soon. Absolutely. You'll be in the 16s.
Hopefully
Oh, my
next
God.
week.
Simuel
see.
Vegan says, well done. Julie Flynn, wow, great, Rufus. Diane Oakwell, wow, Rufus, well done. Incredible, Rufus, says Hazel. Absolutely amazing, my darling. 12 stone, 4.5 in about 2 and a bit years.
yeah.
Amazing.
But yeah, I
amazing.
used to think, sounds awful, but I used to think that I couldn't do, losing weight without Slimming World and without going and getting on their scales. But before I go and get weighed, I've got my own set of scales, talking scales, and I step on the scales before I go and get weighed, and it's it's as nearly as accurate as it would be going and getting on their scale and paying nearly £6 for me to get on a scale.
Yeah.
But at this point in my journey, I don't feel like I'm reliant on them. I don't feel that I need encouragement from them to get my weight losses.
Wow.
I don't feel like I walk out of there feeling 100% motivated for the week ahead.
No.
And I just feel like that if from recent experience in group, that with things that have happened, I feel like, you know, if you're not the one motivating yourself to have a good week, if you don't get the result that you want at group or the encouragement from sitting in the group, then I just feel like my time's been a bit wasted. And I feel like, you know, I've got this far that, you know, I try and motivate and encourage myself every day to do better and be better, and I don't feel like I need them as much anymore.
No.
Like I say, the plan works. I'd never stop doing the plan itself.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Look at this comment. Lisa, well done, Rufus. You've lost 7.5 stone in 1 year, says Lisa. I thought for a second, I was like, I didn't type that. How... I actually thought that was me. Someone else called Lisa. Hello, Lisa. You've got a lovely name. Well done. You've lost 7.5 stone in a year. Oh my God, that's also amazing. That is awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't feel like I'm as reliant on them getting on their scale now.
So we are thinking about attempting this whole,
just online.
one of us being an online member, Back to Basics. One of those goes to group and one doesn't. Laura and Kath, they're amazing couple. Do check out their channel. All of the Slimming Worlds, by the way, are linked down below. The ones that we watch, and they're all not linked down below. They're linked on the on our main YouTube channel page thing. So do go and check those out. Jane Day's on there. Byron the Vegan Loser's on there. Bean Feast 57's on there. Luke John is on there. Kimberly Down South is on there. She's doing Slimming World from America. She can't even get the same products we do.
I think you made a comment in group about, you know, how your week had gone and that you didn't get the result that you wanted, and just to say, you know, we ate the same things, same meals, same everything, and then, like I say, it doesn't work for everyone every single week, and sometimes you are gonna not see what you want on the scale. It's just this is it. And it's different for everybody's on their very own different journey. To show you just how different people's journeys are, Ellen says, well done, Rufus, you have lost my entire weight. Blimey.
That's it. And it is different for all of us. We all got to our weights that we were unhappy with in different ways. Some of us, it was due to health reasons. Some of us, we had really bad relationship with food. We are all on a different journey. During lockdown, people used to say we're all on the same boat. And I used to say, no, we're not.
No.
We're all on the same ocean. We're all in our own individual boats. And I think that's the same for a weight loss journey. We're all on the same ocean. That ocean is, we want to live healthier lives. We want to be healthier. We want to lose some weight. But all of us, even if you're following, look, me and Rufus, same plan, same food. We're in different boats. My boat chugs along a little bit slower. My boat's a little tugboat. Yours is a catamaran. So sometimes you have to sort of slow down a little bit, and me, plop, 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 plod along, plod. I'm doing all the noises this week, aren't I?
I said you would, like say, even when you spoke in group, I think one of the reasons you spoke in group is there were some new people at our group this week. And, you know, Lisa said, well, I know Slimming World isn't about calorie counting or weighing your things. You know, there are some things you have to measure, but not everything. Most things you don't. But you just said, even in group, you know, that being a little bit more aware of how many calories certain amounts of things are, like your rice and pasta and other things like that, I think is really important. And I think people do learn some things from us.
Oh, they do. And even the consultant quoted us, didn't she?
And she was like...
she said, well, Rufus, and at least from Rufus, all we say, stick to plan, look at it on a monthly picture rather than the week to week. And that is, you know, and she actually said, you know, sometimes I think that's can be healthier for some people to look at. I think, yeah, you
But
know.
otherwise, you can feel
amazing.
really disheartened, sort of like looking at something and going, "Oh, I didn't see, wasn't the result. I definitely wasn't expecting a slight gain or maintain that week." And
I haven't expected it the last 2
but
weeks.
I've put so much work
bit.
in, and I didn't, And those people, you might go, "Oh, well, sod it. What am I bothering for?"
Yeah, exactly.
And if you just like look at what you've done over that 1 month, you might actually be really surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. Right then, that is a nice segue onto this. So it is Choosey. I've got this week's Choosey options are on screen, as you can see. Rufus is your Moroccan Bizarro soup. I don't even know what it was. That Bizarro. Well, that got 25% of the votes.
Oh.
My Italian style meatloaf got 75% of the votes, and that is with 51 votes. So that is a lot of votes from recent times. A lot of votes compared to some of them. Absolutely.
No one fancied my lovely soup.
No, nobody wanted your Bizarro.
But it says that if anybody did make that, you can make it. It says as a dip or a soup.
Yeah. So I have got Choosey to make this week. By the way, last week's winner was the smoky ratatouille pasta. I've lost my book then. Smoky ratatouille pasta. It was delicious. I've shown you the photo of that already. It will be up tomorrow at hopefully 6:30 or around about that time on the channel. So do check that one out. Recommend that one. So then I'll go first because my option, I did win. Got to make a meatloaf. Some people did say it looked like a giant burger, so I could have it in one of those.
Well, we've got those loaf tins anyway in the kitchen.
It's round. On the photo, it's a round thing.
Be like a cake.
I haven't even looked into it. We choose it judging by the title, what's in it sometimes, and the picture. We don't look into the details until we go to make it, which is why, or until we get the ingredients, which is why sometimes it messes up. Anyway, this week's Choosey option for me, I have gone for, seeing as I was so amazingly successful with the Italian meatloaf. That's what I'm saying now. That's the reason I've done this. Yeah, that's absolutely why I choosey to this one. I am also going for another taste of another land, a taste of. We've gone to Europe, now we're going to South America on our taste journey. This is from the Slimming World Free and Easy book. If you don't know what we do with Choosey, we grab a Choosey book from the pile and then we take the next one down. Do I want to swap this with the next one? No, I'll keep this one. Do I want to swap it for the next one? No, I'll keep this one. Do I want to swap it with the third book? Oh, I do want that one instead. Swap them over. We do that until we get our favourite book of the pile for whatever we're feeling that week. It's called Choosey because a £600 YouTuber called Amberlynn Reid, she used to do Choosey.
With stickers.
It was with
anything.
Yeah, it was a control thing for her partners, whereas we do it. We've reclaimed that. Choosey is now a positive thing. Anyway, I have chooseyed this book, and I'm chooseying the aromatic Mexican turkey parcels. This is what it looks like. Okay, in fact, I'll tell you what, look, I can do it like this because I've got the other camera here. Here
That's
we go.
a good plan.
This is what it looks like. Hang on, I'll have to remove it down. Which side is it? There. Here's me going, oh yeah, that was so much easier before.
It was so much easier.
It was so much easier. Hang on a second, everybody. No, oh, look, I do that. There we go. There it is. So that is what it looks like. A little bit pale, but that is what it looks like. So these little parcels, I thought this was phyllo pastry. It's actually baking powder, baking paper, parchment paper. So greaseproof paper, you cook it in that and then you open it up. And the reason I did Choosey this one, I will move back to the other camera. The reason I choosey this one,
so no using rice paper.
No, it's because I thought initially when I first looked at the picture, I thought these were Quorn pieces. Oh. So I thought for the vegans, this would be very, very simple to veganise.
Quorn pieces.
And it says, the blurb in it, it says, the traditional version of this recipe, known as Polo Pibble in Mexico's Yucatan region calls for the meat or poultry to be cooked in a pit to ensure all that heat and smoke in the flavour. As there isn't time to get the shovel out, we've cooked ours in the oven.
I know, I look at it and you think, oh, turkey parcels, and you think like they're like wrapped in a
I thought they were
think they'd be like
phyllo
wrapped in a pastry, but
yeah,
no.
but it's not. It's cooked in baking paper.
Huh.
So the only thing that isn't vegan in the main part is the turkey breast. And in the other part, because the rice is actually part of it, it says chicken stock, but you could easily swap that out for vegetable stock. So the green rice is part of it. So if you choose this one, I'll have to do you the green rice, if you can logo that portion there, and one of these. And the idea is, I did read this, it says you bring this out to the table and then you open it up and the aroma from the spices or whatever is in it is supposed to hit you. So let's see what the spices are. It's 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, tablespoon of oregano, leaves from 2 large thyme sprigs, some garlic, lime juice, Tabasco sauce. All that goes in with 750
all of these
grams.
little ones are all wrapped then.
Yep, they're all wrapped in the baking paper. What's it called?
Parchment paper.
Parchment paper, yeah. That one.
Greaseproof paper.
Greaseproof paper, thank you, that's what it is. And it says here that is with 750 grams of skinless turkey breast. And then for the green rice, 2 green chilies. We're not using that. Spoilers, I won't be putting green chilies in.
No.
My head and my bottom would blow off. But this has got 2 green chilies and then 1 medium onion, 1 large green pepper, de-seeded, chopped, some stock, long grain rice, 2 tablespoons of parsley and 2 tablespoons of coriander. So even that sounds really nice, herby, aromatic, and then you somehow cook it all together. It's also got a little recipe for a tomato salsa.
Yeah.
I would use a pica. What was it called? What was the one that Kimberly down south was making? Pico de gallo. Pico de gallo. I might be saying that completely wrong. But the Mexican salsa dip I would make to go with that. So there you go. That is Choosey option number 1 from your current reigning Choosey winner, which is me. That is what I would go for. And by the way, it is sin-free, ready in 30 minutes, and each bit of the portion serves 4. So there you go. That is what I would choose. What have you choosed, Rufus? First of all, what book is it?
It is the Best Loved Extra Easy Recipes.
God, that looks old. That's an old one. Best Loved Extra Easy Recipes.
Yeah.
When's that from?
This is from... Does it say when? Does it say there?
It's from
2015, is it?
Oh, it's 10 years old, this book. Right, okay, 10 years old, so you'll probably be able to pick it up cheap second-hand on eBay.
But I just thought that because anybody like new out there, or people that like snacking food during the day, or something that they can have and just grab and...
We snack at night, but yeah, I
make
do like
them,
snacking.
make them and take some to work or
What is
whatever.
it?
They are ham and egg muffins. So yeah.
Oh my god.
So they look
Ham
pretty
and
good.
egg?
Yeah, muffins.
That's really weird. Where's
So
my
they
Slimming
are-
World book?
It says... So it makes 8. It takes 40 minutes, says plus cooling time. Says try these simple and delicious free muffins for breakfast, as an anytime snack, or as a meal with baked beans, grilled tomatoes. It says you've got 250 grams, so a half a pot, I think, of chestnut mushrooms sliced up, 120 grams of lean ham, but I guess you could, like I say, you don't have to put the ham, you could put whatever you want to put in there. Half a bunch of spring onions, finely chopped, 8 eggs, 50 mils of skimmed milk, and just seasoning in as well. So yeah, like I say, we've got some silicone moulds for like little muffin moulds.
Yeah.
And I think, because you like things like this occasionally.
Yeah, certainly if I'm
So-
having a bit of a snacky time at night time.
Yeah. Or
Let me,
yeah.
right, can you do me just a favour, just pick up that book there. So this is Rufus's option from the Best Loved Extra Easy Recipes from Slimming World from 2015. It is the ham and egg muffins. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Do you know what? That does look nice. That's also free
Yeah.
food ready in 40 minutes, it
Yeah.
says.
Yeah.
I've got to show you something. This is my food optimizing book where we get weighed.
Yeah.
And this is where all the weights and things get marked.
Yeah.
Do you know, all the way back here in week 3,
Yeah.
look what I've written there.
Ham and egg cups.
Ham and egg cups, which is what these,
Yeah, pretty much are. Yeah.
one of our Slimming World, one of the people at our group made them, and that's what
Yeah.
they called them.
ham and egg
Ham and egg
muffins.
cups
Yeah.
or ham and egg muffins.
So, yeah.
I've never,
I said I think they look pretty nice.
they look really
Yeah.
yummy.
Yeah.
I've never made them.
Yeah.
I wrote it down because someone made them. Oh, look at that. Audrey
yeah.
says,
Yeah.
you've made those for a taster. Someone
Yeah.
made them at our group
Yeah.
for a taster.
I say they're really
absolutely.
good. Like I say, if you've not been on Slimming World very long, or like I say, and you like to have something during the day that you can just grab and go and whatever, I said they're probably a really good option. Yeah.
So there you go. Those are the two choosy choices for this week. Audrey Shaw says you've made those muffins for a taster. I'm sure
Yeah.
that's where
Yeah.
because that's where they were called cups. I'm sure that's
Yeah.
where I got them on week
Because like
3.
I say, either that or if you've got a flan dish, you can make like the crustless quiche and things like that,
Yeah,
can't
with
you?
the same
So very
stuff, yeah.
similar type thing.
Dormouse says send your chilies to you. You love the chilies. Code Deb says those muffins look good.
Yeah.
Well, you have to vote for
Yeah.
it. I just say, so that is nearly,
Yeah.
what would that be if it was 3 weeks in and it was, so 7 weeks off of, so 45 weeks ago,
Yeah.
no, 43 weeks ago, I saw that at a taster and wrote that down because
Yeah.
somebody said that they
Yeah.
use them for snacks.
Yeah.
And I haven't
Yeah.
even looked at that twice
Yeah.
since then. I keep looking at it in the book going,
Yeah.
what was
the
that?
the taster that was like not the one that
That might have been
the one before.
that might have been a Woman of the Year or something.
Yeah, somebody had done, not for this one, not for Woman of the Year, the one previous taster before that, someone did like, they bought the new Slimming World Hi-Fi wraps, so
made a quiche.
and lined that in like a flan type dish or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and then put all the filling in and made like they call it a crustless quiche, but it's
Yeah.
like lined or whatever. I don't know.
Audrey Saw says you can put them into mini loaf tins. Wow,
Yeah.
that sounds good. Code Deb, when does the voting go up? It will go up shortly after. Well, I know I always say after this, but it will probably go up
A little bit
in
later,
a
but
few,
yeah.
like hopefully by 10:30.
Yeah, it'll
Because
be
of my fibro, because of the ADHD, I'll promise that it will go up in half an
Yeah.
hour, and it won't be. So I'm not going to promise that. It will be up by tomorrow morning. Or overnight, yeah, so it'll be up before tomorrow morning, so do get voting for that. Lisa says I've tried those muffins and they're really nice. In fact, the whole family loved them. That is awesome.
Yeah.
If you want us to make them, then you need to vote for the Choosey. But I will say I do think
I think you'll like those.
they do sound nice, but I'm also quite tempted by the aromatic Mexican turkey parcels. I think they sound
But I think, like I say, even if
Delicious.
you didn't want to put ham in them, or wanted to put, I don't know, something in them, like could you
Ooh.
put tuna or salmon or something else in
I
them?
guess so.
Or
Doorman
whatever you want?
says you usually have a supply most weeks in the fridge. A great go-to.
Yeah,
that's
that's it,
awesome.
yeah.
Maybe we do need to
Yeah.
try them. No, vote for me. Vote my one. I want the turkey parcels in paper that you unwrap the paper.
You want to have yours and like make it feel like it's like having fish and chips because they're all like wrapped in paper.
No, because it's in greaseproof paper, so it's not quite the same. But anyway,
No grease involved.
No grease
Just
involved.
greaseless
Greaseless
paper.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But there you go. That is it from us this week. All that's left is our goals for the week. Rufus, what is your goal this week? Don't press that. What is your weight loss goal this week, and what is your non-weight loss, non-slimming?
My
world
weight
related
loss goal, I would like to lose this week. I want to be in my next stone bracket by next week, which
That means £3
I would have
minimum.
to lose probably £3 for that to happen.
Wow, that's
So
a lot.
I guess we will just see, I suppose, how the week goes. But other than that, I've still got loads of bits in the garden to sort out, and now I've got 12 broccoli babies to put outside as well.
Yeah,
so I need to
broccoli you
find
need to
somewhere
plant.
for them to go.
My weight loss goal is, as always, £2 a week. I do need to go a little bit more than that. If I'm going to hit my target, New Year week, I need to increase that, but I'm still going to say £2 a week.
Yeah.
If I get to target in January, it'll be fine. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
It just would have been nice to get it for my Christmas treat, but my body's doing what my body does, so I'm not worrying about it. So my weight loss goal will be £2 this week. And to be honest, I'll be happy if it's got a minus figure on the scales this coming week, to be honest.
But you can see, like I say, even your face, I said that your face
I am getting a
has changed.
jawline
Yeah,
back.
you
Look,
are.
yes,
Yeah.
you can see my jawline. If I reach really like that, I've got a really good jawline. But there you go. Look, you can
But you
see
can.
the jawline
Yeah,
coming in.
yeah.
Melinda Brown, you've missed the live. It'll be on replay shortly, my darling. Don't worry about it. You can always put your comment, darling, in the replay on the comment section down below, and we'll see that and comment to it. But yeah, so that'll be my Slimming World weight loss goal this week. My non-weight loss goal this week is going to be
sorting through clothes and things, and got to do all that, have we?
We've got to do that anyway. So partly that, but also I am wanting to the refresh that I've brought to this channel with the new way the thumbnails are working and the photos, using Canva, using a much different software and a different style for the thumbnails and everything else. I think all of that looks a lot better. I'm very, very happy with how that's going. So I want to bring that to my other channel, which, if you don't know, is called Beyond Authentic. There's no health involved. That is a tarot and witchy style channel, hence the Practical Magic t-shirt. And I want to do more bits over there for that channel and try and sort of decide what I'm doing with that channel a little bit this week. So that's one goal. I also need to sort out clothes, and I need to sort out stuff for Whatnot. So clothes and then other items that I'm going to put on Whatnot. Behind this wall curtain thing, I've got so much clutter in this house. Being ADHD, when I have a hyper focus, I am very prone to getting everything I can. I'm going to have everything to do with something I enjoy. I'm going to get it all, and I need it all now. And then 3 months later, it's all gone. Oh, it's just stuff. And I'm desperately aware that Rufus hates clutter, so I'm going to try and sort some of the old hyperfixations out this week and stick it up on that Whatnot to get rid. So there we go. That is my goal this week. Whether or not I achieve it is down to fibro, ADHD, executive dysfunction and all of that, but we'll see. Dormouse, your aim is to get to the hairdresser. Oh, that's something else I want to do. I want to get this cut so I can go grey gracefully without the dyed bits at the end. Bean Feast, you're hoping for a maintain this week as you've got a weekend away coming up. Shell, if you need to pause the plan, pause your plan. Enjoy your weekend away.
That's it, mate.
Accept whatever happens on the scales. If you gain £1, you gain £1. If you gain £4, you gain £4. Just do me a favour. Don't gain 17 in 10 days. That is my claim to fame.
There's no shame.
I intend
if you,
sticking to that.
There's no shame if you go to group and you have, and they go, oh, how you gone? Oh, well, I know how that happened. I went away, I enjoyed myself or whatever.
Exactly.
No one says anything. It's it's your journey at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. At the end of the day, enjoy yourself on the weekend away.
Why not?
Have fun. Eat healthily where you can. Make the choices the days that you're not away, and just enjoy. Listen, we're all doing this to have healthier, better lives, right?
But the thing is,
if that means not enjoying life, then what's the point? You've all got to enjoy life as well.
The days that you go away, like I say, you're not going to get those back, so you might as well enjoy them.
Yeah, exactly. I think that you remember the days where you had a really fun weekend away. If you remember in a couple of years' time, if you think back and think, oh, I had that weekend away, but I restricted everything and I didn't have a drink and I didn't have any... And
everyone else had whatever they had.
And I didn't know how the steak was cooked, so I didn't have the steak. I opted for the, grilled chicken with the lettuce leaf. No, you're vegan, so I opted for the, grilled lettuce leaf with the stuffed peppers with mushroom instead of anything else. And I didn't have any sweet food. I didn't eat any of this. You'll remember the weekend away for the wrong reasons. Yeah. We're all doing this to live healthier lives. That is the totality of us. It's the holistic, our entire life, isn't it? It isn't just about what we do on the scales. We're doing this for a better life. we can't live a better life if you're constantly worried about putting something in your mouth that is off plan when you're away or when you're at a special occasion. Pause your plan. Tell yourself
Just
it's
enjoy
paused.
it. Yeah, just
enjoy your
enjoy
time
it.
away. Accept what it says on the scales. If it takes you an extra week, 2 weeks, 2 months to get to your target, you won't remember that in 5 years' time. You will remember that weekend away with your loved one, your family, your friends, whatever it is you're going, the girls' weekend or just the weekend away by yourself, enjoying some solo time. That's what you'll remember, not what you ate. There you go. That's Lisa's important lesson.
Yeah.
That's what I'm learning. Audrey, your weight loss goal is to lose the gain. You've got to take stuff to the charity shop as well. Well done. Yes. Slimming Well Vegan, you're hoping to lose £2 this week, but you'll be happy with £1. Likewise, I'll be happy with £0.5. I'll be happy with £0.5. Quarter of a pound. They don't measure that, but I'll be happy with £0.5. Your goal today is to clean clutter off your bathroom countertop. When you've done that, Melinda, hop on a plane, come over here and do ours. Slimming Well Vegan, your non-weight loss goal is to make yourself some beach-themed jewellery. Amazing. Amazing. That is awesome. Joanne Lumley, do you think that's famous, Joanne Lumley? I'm going to say it is. I'm going to say, like we've got the Slimming World, famous Slimming Worlders like Shell and Luke and Byron and Jane and those people are here with us.
Sitting
Debbie
there with a fag hanging out of her mouth. No, probably not.
She's in what's it called, Wednesday now. The other. Oh no, that's Joanna Lumley. I'm still going to say it's the same person. There we go. No, actually, Joanne Lumley is the famous one. The one off the telly she's fake. She's just copying. She's copying Joanne. Anyway, Joanne Lumley says you might beat your 17 pounds. You've got. Don't you dare. You've got a 10-day all-inclusive holiday in October. Going to try and get below target before I go. Don't you dare go for my 17 pounds.
Can we come with you?
No, don't. What? No, don't you dare go for that. £17 is mine. Don't you dare.
Was that
go
your
for
target, wasn't it? Yeah.
That's my claim to fame. Is I've
Was
lost.
it?
That's the most I know anybody that's ever gained in a short period of time. Don't go for my target.
No one could
What
beat that.
stories can I tell then? I know, right? Whatever it is, enjoy it. Ellen, you'll be happy with the loss this week. Also, you're going swimming. Wow. Oh, I'd love to go swimming again. You'd love to hop on a plane and go visit us. It's rubbish. Oh, I nearly swore. Rubbish weather here at the moment, so we'd rather come to you, I'm telling you. You're expecting a gain or maintain after Leeds Fest and the bank holiday. Your goal is to handle whatever the scales say sensibly. Byron, I am sure you had a whale of a time. I am sure you danced like you were at that Pink Pony Club on a pole. I bet you had an absolute blast.
What you saying?
I'm saying that Byron was at the Pink Pony Club. He's been dancing at the slimming weight group.
Yes, that.
Got to change the lyrics and the tune because if I sing it properly, it will get copyright struck. So this is off key.
This is Lisa's song.
Yeah, there you go.
She goes on and on.
I do. We have done
Lisa's
today.
song.
It's 10 to blooming 9. Anywho, that is going to be it from us. 2 hours 17. This is a record. We tried to do under 2 hours. It's not easy, is it? But we will see you all very soon. And we'll see you next week. If not, we will see you, what is it? Through the week. If not, we'll see you through the window.
Thank you very much for everyone who does decide to pick my muffins.
Yeah. And, I know, right? 2
little
nights
muffins.
ago, you had a huge haboob come through.
A what?
A huge haboob. Is that like a hurricane-y thing?
Haboob?
I don't know what a haboob is.
I don't know what that is.
It might, if it comes through, it might be like a hurricane-y, stormy thing.
Oh, maybe.
But yeah, we're going to go.
It sounds interesting.
It does. You'll have to let us know either on Sunday,
that
my
is.
darling, on t'other channel or next week. Try to not beat my record. You can go for it, my darling. Go for it. If you want to beat it, you go for it, my darling. Thank you, Audrey. We'll see you next week. Don't forget the extra helping video will be back this Friday. It wasn't up last week because I just wasn't up for editing or dealing with it. It was very difficult, wasn't it? And we will see you all next week. And as we always say, stay you, stay true, stay authentic, and
Happy slimming.
happy slimming. We will see you all on the next one.
We'll see less of you all and hopefully you'll see less of us.
As Beanfeast says.
Exactly.
See you next week, everybody.
See you later.
Bye.